Good evening, comrades. Coldbane's stream is about to commence. Please remain seated for takeoff. Enjoy.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I've made mistakes, but mistakes make you strong. Let's break it down for a minute. I want the crown, I'm gon' get it. You hear me loud, man, I'm winning. Yeah, Charlie Sheen will be grinning. These ladies know that I'm sinning, and this is just the beginning. I'm closing in the night inning. There ain't no point in resisting. Living life like a dream, live it right, that's the thing. Every night got a team, I've been tied to the scene. Out on stage, here I'm scream. Okay, it's a dream, and I pray as a team. One day it'll be me. If I want it, then I'll get it. Head down, don't regret it. Push myself to the limit. If I play it, then I win it. I'm just saying, I'm just living for today. For a minute, I don't stay, I just visit. Have no shame, I admit it. Looking right at me to see if I succeed, to see if I believe. They're looking up to me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now. Swear to God, man, I'ma make it soon. Silence all the haters as they see us making moves. I do what I want, so I got nothing to prove. Staying motivated, teaching others what to do. I'm staying focused, my mind is open. They start to notice that I'm in motion. There is no potion, you're not just chosen. It takes devotion to stay composed, man. Never stop, there ain't no time to fall. Try to live, get it all. You got one life to pop. Thinking big, never small, cause you gotta want it all. When you finally get that call, you get ready, take it on. Need a hand out, I already stand out. Starting to advance now, ready to expand now. You don't have a chance now, cause we're in demand now. Make it by the grand now, feeling in command now. They're looking right at me to see if I succeed, to see if I believe. They're looking up to me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now.
Pilot, you are awaiting clearance into the Gunpla Hangar. Please proceed ahead until you are instructed to land. Pilot, you are clear for landing.
What's going on, comrades, and welcome to another exciting episode of Gunpla Hangar, where tonight we are working on a kit from the Witch From Mercury series, the final suit of Soletta Mercury, the Gundam Calibarn. Now, I'm excited to build this, guys, and as you see, there's nothing on the table right now because I'm getting everything finished with the setup, but we have an amazing kit here for you tonight with some pretty cool effects parts, some really well-designed, real well-thought-out parts, builds as well, from the Witch From Mercury series. But before we begin, I want to take this time to say hey to everybody who's here tonight with us. We've got Will, we've got Nathaniel, we've got Mega Demon. I bet you had a lot of fun there, Mega. You and Victoria had a good time, I take it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So I got to get a little closer to the table here. Just realized I am like a good foot away from my table, which isn't far if you think about it, but I got to get my cushion readjusted there as well. I did some work in the studio today. Lost track of time. I was supposed to meet up with Walt to work on some stuff for our upcoming Pokemon stream we're going to be doing. All right, so let us begin with our build here. I'm looking for step one. Where is step one? Is it all the way back here? Must be. Yep, there it is. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are building the Calibarn again. This is, again, the final suit of Soletta Mercury before the end of the series. Just a really, really great series all the way around. Holy cow, look at all of that information. Everybody who is a member, they just it looks like their membership's just renewed. Jen's in the house now, guys. We've got a fun stream plan for y'all tonight. This is gonna be a lot of fun. This is a more detailed kit than most of the other Witch From Mercury kits that I've seen so far. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with a runner here. It says we need A, D, B, E, and F. So we need all of our runners, guys. All of them. Now imagine this is our F runner. Yep. Let's go ahead and cut that clear. And really cool effects parts here, guys. And I want y'all to see this real quick. Look at the patterning. The patterning on that. And tell me, does that not look amazing? That is just beautiful right there. Hats off to Bandai for really pushing and going above and beyond with these Witch From Mercury kits. All right, so starting off right off the rip, we are working on building the head first. So I'm going to need to cut out A17 and be very mindful where we cut on that part because there are tiny pieces. And then from A17, we're going to cut out A1. It is that important. I make that joke every time I read off of A1. All right, so I'm gonna continue on through the chat real quick while we continue this. Spent the entire day with your girlfriend Victoria. Nice. That's awesome, Mega. Again, I channel Jen when I say that. Chick-fil-A, nice. I love their sandwiches. I also like their little mini sandwiches they do, like their mini breakfast rolls. Also, guys, speaking of food and delicious beverages, tonight this stream is also brought to you by Dubby. Drinking the Dragonade, guys, a really delicious dragon fruit and pink strawberry lemonade. Really delicious. If you haven't tried Dubby yet, snag some Dubby. Use my coupon code COLDNAME for 10% off your purchase. Get you some of that Dubby love, man. It's worth it. All right, so we need to look at this, and I need to see how this is looking. Okay, so it needs to go just like this. And then the beard is here. I always refer to that as the beard of the suit. I think I got this on upside down. As a matter of fact, I do. That's why that's not lining up. It is quick to remind you that parts need to go in a certain way, and so far this is how it's looking. So now we need to cut out B1. B1 and A11. Okay, so I've got A11 in my hands right now. I'm going to go ahead and cut that free. And that gives us the green for the eyes there. Which is it's interesting that they're starting to include that now in the build is the colors for some of the parts there. B1. Oh, that's tiny. It's really tiny. So B1 will go in first, and then A11 next. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start putting some stickers on. And this came with a ton of stickers here, guys, to use. There are stickers you will use and stickers you won't use. I have to make choices. Britterbug, how's it going? Tomorrow's your birthday, isn't it? We got a Britter birthday coming up? Or is it Katie Bug's birthday? I know it's one of y'all's birthday. And I am terrible with remembering things. That's why I married Jen, because she can remember everything better than me. All right, so this needs to go in like this. And then this needs to go on like... Oh, I'm doing this wrong. Let me see. Yes, like so. Nope, I'm doing that wrong. I see how it needs to go. There are little grooves that it needs to go into, and boom. Look at that. That is super cool. Those little grooves, when done just right, make the face. So it gives you a 3D like light, like almost like a natural. Man, I've already dropped my first part for the night, guys. We're doing good. We're doing great. Hey, Ricardo, how's it going? Yesterday was your anniversary, and Halloween is Katie Bug's birthday. Okay, that's right. You're the 30th. Katie Bug's 31st. Thank you, Jen. Nice. That's awesome, Mega Demon. Went and saw Five Nights at Freddy's. You said it was really good. 7 Days to Die gameplay. Nice. Yeah, I saw that, Mega Demon. Ricardo is wishing happy birthday and all that to Britterbug, Katie Bug, and happy anniversary. Yep. My doggo is letting me know that he does not like being away from me. He is really bonded with me. Funny fella. All right. I guess the kitty got too close too. All right, so now we've got to start using some stickers here. So it says I can use 2 or 29. What is 29? Let's see. 29. So we get these pink, or we get a pink color or a green color. Let me look at the box art. What does the box art recommend? The box art recommends green. And I wish they gave me an extra head to use with it, but it recommends the green. So I'm gonna stick with the green, just because I like that. I like the green eyes on a Gundam. Pink eyes or red eyes tend to look kind of underwhelming to me, or not underwhelming, but just they don't feel right. I know the OG Gundam didn't have green eyes. Instead, it had yellow, which is kind of there's a fun fact for you guys. All right, so we've got to get those on just right. Doggo barked at a cat. Oh, okay, so he wasn't missing me after all. For Shane. I didn't. Wow, that doesn't surprise me. I mean, that it's got such a wild and ever-growing fan base that I could see that happening. Now I've got some extra eye stickers in case I ever need them. Just got to remember. I need to go through all of my kits, and that all of the ones that have like spare parts or parts that aren't used for the kit, I need to put them in like a toolbox or something, and extra stickers and all that, and just utilize those for when a build needs a part and I lose a part, or whenever I need a special, or whenever I want to customize it and add separate stickers. All right, so I need to do 3 or 30. Okay, that was that. And then I need to do 4 on the back. Sticker number 4. Sticker number 1, when does that goes on the front after the suit's put together. Sticker number 4 goes on the back here on the horn. If I'm looking at that right, let me see. Did I not put something on that I needed to put on? No, I see where it goes. Oh, that face is not in there all the way, and that worries me a little. All right, I gotta take a second, guys. By the way, I gotta take that blurb notification out for Sundays. I gotta see if I can rotate that timer. Okay, so 4 needs to go on the back of this, looks like. Make sure I'm not missing parts that I should have put together. So I guess it goes on the back right about. That's a little tough to put on. And again, hoping we get a little turnout tonight of a couple extra builders. I don't know if we will or not, just because it is we are getting close to the Samhain season. And for those of you that practice Samhain, joyous Samhain to you, and may the new year be good. So I've actually got a Five Nights at Freddy's game I will be playing soon, guys. I'll probably watch it on streaming. Hey, Kenneth Bird, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. I'm actually planning on playing Security Breach next. Yeah, Security Breach. I've got it sitting in my backlog. I've actually got my PS5 booted up now and ready to roll. Looks like I need to adjust. Oh, it is sitting off of its. That's a little after the stream. I'm definitely gonna have to readjust that stand it's on because I feel like it's pulling it. I need D23, not to be confused with the Disney event. Speaking of which, end of next month, in about a month, me and Jim will be making our way to Disney World. I'm excited for that because, back in the day, and Jen will tell you right now, I was a Disney grump. I didn't believe in going to Disney World because I'd never gone. My parents never really had the opportunity to take me, so I just never thought it was anything I would want to do. All right, something doesn't feel right with this, and that's kind of worrying me a little bit. Maybe it's just there we go. I think I pushed the eye sticker. Maybe I can salvage that. That may be something. If the eye stickers don't really hold up well, I can always give it the good old clear fingernail polish treatment. Okay, that's got to go. Oh, I got it upside down. That's why that's not looking right. It's like, why are you not lining up? There we go. That's lined up. Now just to slide this in place. Yeah, I could definitely I wouldn't mind having someone to build with tonight. Hey Cap, how's it going? Y'all can see the little fly buzzing around my hand tonight. He won't leave me alone. Yeah, there's not a whole lot going on tonight. Hey Brody, how's it going? Cap, how are you doing? Recorder, if you ever get another set, let me know. We'll do a build sesh. All right, I need to put sticker 1 on the back. And that goes, where does sticker 1 go? No, sticker 1 goes on the... Huh. So it kind of goes on this... No? That doesn't look right. So it says it goes in here. You know, let me look at the suit. Let me look at it real quick. Let me look at the Calibarn and see how it's... Oh, okay. So once I get... okay, that the instructions are a little awkward tonight. Everybody's saying hey to everybody. Yeah, Ricardo, it's definitely a I love building, so it's definitely good stress relief. So, and having company on here sometimes makes the time go by and makes it feel less awkward, you know? Like I feel like I don't have a co-host and it's kind of quiet tonight. All right, so I think I got everything on. Oh yeah, that looks sick. That looks really good. I like that. Let's get this tiny sticker in place here, guys. And again, the tiny stickers are my least favorite here. Just because you have to get them on just right, or else they'll do that right there. As you can see, it's stuck to the wrong part. So now I've got to grab it with my tweezers here. And I am unsteady with my hands, which causes a lot of problems. Sticker is just not going in. We are constantly adding new people to the roster weekly of Gunpla pilots as we yeah, definitely, Ricardo, definitely. All right, so I got to work with my parts here. We've got 2 different sets of parts to go with here. We have the clear smoky part, which is this in the V-fin here. So I'm going to cut that out carefully. Good news is that you can't really mess these up too terribly. I mean, you can mess up a V-fin, but they give you these clear smoky parts here, or you get the more detailed part, which is this beautiful rainbow color, which I think I'm gonna utilize both in the design of it, or I may just leave it in its permit form. All right, so we want to cut that out afterwards. That way, I have a fairly good grip of the kit. All right, I did cut out. There, we're gonna clean up. Oh, okay, well, let's go ahead and take that off, and now we got the V-fin looking more like a V-fin. I accidentally cut the safety pieces off of it when I was cutting the tiny piece. It's okay. Those little accidents do work out well. They do make the kit pop a little bit, so I don't really get bummed out by that anymore like I used to. And we need D121, which gives us our face of our suit here. So first thing we need to do is we need to combine which piece we want to put on. So I'm going to go ahead and go with the rainbow effect here, the kind of glowing effect, because I feel like that gives that suit enough of a pop all on its own. can't talk tonight. And then this is going to go together like so, if we did it right. And we did it right. So there it is. I present to you the head of the aerial. It's almost finished. We do need to add a sticker to that bare part there. We can either add sticker 6 or sticker 5. Sticker 5 is just kind of a bland dark color there. I would rather use the permit score, which is kind of like their version of like the new type in the UC Gundam series. Anything Universal Century, you always hear about new types, and new types are these like they're the next evolution in human in the human phase. When it comes down to us living in space, they're made to be more space. No, they're made to be more space-like. In other words, yeah, that was a sad story. I'm hoping there was nothing too terrible because I know he's had a rough life. So I'm hoping it wasn't anything tied to that. You know, it breaks my heart to hear that, you know, we lost another actor this year. I mean, we've lost a lot of talent this year that we've grown up with, and a lot of the newer actors I don't think get it when it comes down to it. Like, they don't get life as fleeting. All right. So let's go ahead and get this put together here. And after that, that should be the head build. I got to make sure I'm putting this on right. Ooh, I got to clean that up. That's not going to go on well if I don't. There. All right. And there it is. The finished head of the Calibarn. Look at that color option there, guys. I love that. I really do love that. Oh, Duff, I'm sorry you're feeling bad, brother. Here, we'll do this just for you. We'll do this just for you, Duff. Feel better, Duff, man. Appreciate your lurk there, Ricardo. That's definitely not any fun. All right, 1 second, guys. By the way, guys, we are up to 1,310 subscribers. Thank y'all so much for that. I appreciate the love and support, by the way. Couldn't have gotten there without you guys. So, you know, hats off to y'all. 11 likes already, too. Thank y'all so much. All right. Swapping back over to the stream there. All right. So now that we got the head done, I'm setting that off to the side. We're going to start working on the body. So the first thing we need is the D runner. Yet again, we're going to get D120. And then we're making the neck collar and the neck first. Interesting that we do that first. Usually you don't do that till like later on. All right. It looks like D1 is going to kind of stay with us for a minute. Now we're going to break out the B runner. The B runner is full of all of your joints and movable parts there. Bitterbug, I got to get you on here to say ooh. It doesn't work if you type it in the text. I might have to send you an invite. Marcus, how's it going? Hope you're doing well, Marcus. All right, so we need B4. And Bitterbug, I hope you have fun tonight with your stream. I've got to game with you sometime. I enjoy our little gaming sessions together. Aw, Duff, that's no fun. Doing pretty good, Marcus. Doing pretty good. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and... I don't want to slide that in place just yet because I got to get the body put together first. You got to get that body put together first. So first thing we need to do is cut out B8 and B5. So for the body, we're using D1, B, E, and F runners. F will probably swap out for B. All right, so we're going to cut out B8, which is this piece here. Got it free. B5, which is this piece here. Now, I've seen some people say don't cut too close to the part, instead cut the runner itself. However, I am a very big proponent of getting as close as you can the first time. Not entirely encouraged to anybody who's never done this before, so I wouldn't recommend it. But if you are a skilled builder and have done this several times, and you feel confident in your cutting, like I do, go for it. Do what works. Do what works for you. All right, so there we go. It's starting to show signs of becoming a body, if you can see that already. That would be fun. I've got 7 days. I got to see if it's cross-platform though. Marcus, do you have a PC that you can record from? And is the PC got a pretty good graphics card? That's the only things I've got. That's the only things I've got to say. At least a good gaming laptop would get you started out. So I want to make sure that you're not going to invest in something that you won't be able to use. Because right now I have a desktop that I use strictly for recording and editing and capture. I have a laptop that I use for gaming. Awesome. So I should be able to play with you. I've got it on the PS5. So as long as it's cross-platform on those systems, we should be good. All right. So now I've got to get this together, and I got to make sure I do this right. So D2 is going to go over here. Oh, that click. I love that click. Listen, let's see if it'll do it. Not as good of a click, but still, that was a beautiful click earlier. We want to make sure that everything kind of fits and flows together. Look at that, guys. I'm loving this design. This is pure. We need D11 and D12. Not the band. I had a great time at the Renaissance Fair. And for those of y'all that got to see the pictures, I have them up on Instagram and Facebook for those of you that haven't. But those of you that got to see it, that's always a lot of fun for me. I love Renaissance Fairs. I really do. And I want to go to more of them. I want to see more of them. It should be built into your PC. As long as you got a good graphics setup in your PC, you should be good. Streaming on the Switch shouldn't be too terribly difficult for it either. That should work. You'll just need to make sure you got everything set up. Yeah. You got good dad jokes then, huh, Mega? All right. So I need to go with, since we're using the permit score stickers, I don't want to mix and match. So what I mean by that is, you see how these stickers here are painted and very like, here, let me get them a little closer so y'all can see that. So you see how these stickers here are painted and have designs on them, whereas that's your permit score. That's where basically they're releasing permit. All right. So, and the detailed instructions on this is amazing, by the way. I got to give them credit where credit's due. Bandai really went all out with their design for this kit. So we got to get this put together here. And the way we do this is, I'm taking this piece here and this goes kind of here. My hands aren't working. My hands don't want to work. That sticker's not lining up. That's gonna be a tough sticker to put on. Almost feel like I need to cut it and put it on in sections, but I don't want to really do that if I don't have to, because cutting it could damage the sticker, and I don't want to really put any damage on it. God, it's such a neat design, but it's such a painful design to put on. All right, I got to redo that. I don't like the way that's sitting. Exposing a little bit of that white on the model. It is not an easy sticker to put on. All right, I got to bring that closer. All right, I see how that's supposed to go in place. So I think I got that right now. That's going to come up and over that way just a little bit. Get my tweezers here so I can just kind of finagle it into place. There we go. And then finagle that one into place as well. I feel like that's going to be about as good as I can get it, to be honest. Because it's not an easy sticker to put in. But there we go. That's what they give us, and that's what we worked with, and that's what we're going to come up with there. Just really kind of makes that pop a little bit better than just the black one that goes on there. Oh, come on, focus. Focus. Come on. Focus. It's not going to do it. My camera's just being a jerk tonight with that. All right, so we got the sticker on. That was a bit of a struggle, but we slide this into place where all of that was supposed to go together. And that makes the chest of the suit. And now we're going to put the collar on. And the collar should go on. Keyword should. Keyword should. Got to spread those shoulders out a little bit. There we go. I love when you get that click of the armor. And as you can see, it's starting to come along. It's starting to feel more like a suit. We're starting to get the color combinations there. Again, not a standard Gundam color like your red, blue, and yellow. This one has more of like yeah. That's funny. That's really funny. All right. So now we're going to take out this other piece here. And I have to be super careful with that because I believe part of that. Oh, okay. Well, apparently my door didn't close all the way. 1 second, guys. Yeah, had a cat try to break in. I happened to look over and the cat was like staring over at me like, "Oh my god, he saw me," and ran. I'll give Jen one guess. It's the one that's been running around meowing all night, Jen. There's your free guess. So I need E. I actually do need the E runner for this. I need E8. Let me cut out E5 just in case I ever need it. I don't think I will. Oh, that's rough, Duff. That's rough. That much. That's rough. Yeah, it does. It does, Duff. Doesn't really cover anything, and people don't understand that. Yeah. I hate the way that is. I really do. I really do hate it. I can't really go into too many details about that stuff because it does get a little political in nature. But I just kind of hate that the coverage that is coming from funding doesn't protect our people that need it. You know, it's a shame. All right. So I need to take this piece, and this piece goes under. Where does it? Okay, so I'm looking here, and it's supposed to go under something, but I don't see where that under. Oh, I see. There we go. Just kind of connects into that right there, kind of covering it up a little bit. It protects the sticker is all it does. And then this is supposed to go over, supposedly. Did I accidentally cut off something? No, I didn't. And it's supposed to go kind of under the collar there. Okay. Just gotta really push it inward. No, something's not catching there. So why did I have to put that sticker on then? So if I didn't use the permit score sticker, that makes sense now. That's what that would be for, but I used it, so let's go with the E here and just put that over that and see how that looks. Why is that not? Oh, okay. So it's going to sit there until the next piece goes in. Okay, so we're going to set that there for right now. And I need to cut out D113 and D114, which are going to be the shoulder pieces. Kind of the armor that goes around everything else. D113. And D114. Leave that right there. And let's go ahead and get everything together again. You know what? I'm going to use the brighter one here. Just because I feel like that makes it pop a little more. All right. So let's take... this piece and kind of put it around. Well, I think I got it upside down. That's why that's not working right. I was like, why is that not working? Okay. Can I just hold that in place for the moment? Come on. There we go. That should pinch that in place now. And then, oh, that kicked up. There we go. So as you can see, guys, I use this brighter color here just to kind of give it more of a pop. We can subdue that with this here just to kind of make it a little more invisible. All you gotta do is just pull the panels off here. I'm gonna leave it on and just go with it. If I need to, I can subdue those colors with just a little bit of photo magic. Oh, that's rough, Duff. That's rough. Yeah, everybody's sending some prayers to Duff, sending some thoughts. You're having a really good day, Bitterbug? Yeah, we feel for you, Duff. Sounds like you did, Mega. Yeah, we keep sinus problems, though. It's just because the house we're in is not really the best. All right, so we got the torso done. We've got the we got the body done. We've got the arms done, or we got the head done. Now we're going to be working on the arms. All right, so I need to cut out. We need D1 runner yet again. We're going to use D1, D2, and A, B, and E runners. So I need D1 8. And to go with that, we need D1 7. 8 and 7. Gonna clear that. That's 7. So I want to keep 7 over there, 8 here. And A20. Which is going to be one of these little shoulder vents. Pop that up. A, B, D, and D, and E. I've got my runner stand and I'm just pulling them over here because it's just easier at this point. Because I'm having to constantly go back and grab parts. So I need to take out the stickers first. And I want to do that first. So on this big piece here, we need sticker 18. There we go. And again, you can use the dull sticker if you want. And I would almost love to have a duplicate of this kit. Just to build and have it in like sleep mode versus like power up mode. And that sticker is going to go right in there. So right in there where y'all see that sticker just kind of resting a little bit is where it's going to go. Now we're going to take our vent here. And that's just going to kind of pop down in here. If done right, I got to make sure I'm doing that right. So it needs to look like it's angled down. I don't think there's really a yes or no way to do this. There we go. So now we're going to go ahead and put this all together. And once it comes together, it should look pretty cool. I want to make sure that all goes together smoothly without popping anything. And now we need the D19 sticker. I'll take that internal one. That way it's just easy to pull off the other one without bending it. And again, we're using those versus the standard black ones that you see down here. Hey, Corey, how's it going, man? How's everything been? Hope you've been doing good. I bet, Mega Demon. That's the same way it is with me and Jen. I enjoy spending time with her as well. All right. So, D227. So I need to get that out. This is a fun kit so far, guys, and I highly recommend this one if you haven't picked it up yet. D227. D227. Oh, so this is just D2 is a continuation runner versus being like a duplicate runner. I was looking for 27. It was right there, right in front of me at the top left corner. All right, now I need the E runner yet again. And I need to cut out E1 and E1. I want to be super careful cutting this out because it's very tiny, as you can see there. Let's get, the runner didn't come clean off of it. There we go. Now I've heard it called several things. I've heard sprue and I've heard runner. And I call them runners, but they are known as sprues. All right, and that just adds a little bit of depth to it there. Adds a nice little 3D pop to that sticker there. Yeah, I enjoy it. I love showing off the hobby to the people who've never done it before, and so that way others out there that are still doing this can say, hey, if this guy's streaming it and doing it, I can do it too. And I really want to see this community grow. I love the Gunpla community. It's one of the best communities out there. Just really a wonderful group of creators and builders and that come together and have some ideas. And I'm glad to hear you're still hanging in there, brother. I appreciate you being here tonight, Corey. All right, so B6 and B2. I need to find the B runner, which is buried underneath all the rest of them. Do I need the A runner for the rest of this build, or for the rest of this part? No. So we can go ahead and put you back over here, Mr. A runner, for right now. Do need D2. So let's go ahead and grab the B runner because we're gonna need that right now. B6 and B2. And that's one of the reasons why I do this, guys, is because, when I started out on YouTube, I started doing reviews of kits that I built. And I was like, the reviews are fun. The reviews were fun, but for me, I felt like I sped through the build and I wanted to give y'all more of an option to see like the process in the build. Okay, it needs to go that way. There we go. Oh, I heard my Discord just chime up. YouTube feed didn't notify of the stream tonight. Odd. But YouTube bot did. Okay, so I wanted to make sure that was working. What color's leading right now, Britterbug? Okay. Awesome, Ricardo. Yeah, I was checking my Discord. I've set up like a I've got a Discord bot set up, and it didn't post it earlier, so I was a little confused as to why it didn't. That scares me a little bit, how that's supposed to go in there. I think it's in. Yeah, that's in. Barely, though. That's a little scary. Okay, there we go. There we go. Oh, no, that's loose. It's super loose in there, and that scares me a little bit. So, like, if I wanted to move, say I wanted to, like, flex that armor, I have to be really careful with that because that could pop that arm loose. That's not a great design. Don't like that. That's a little disconcerting, but I mean, it's not anything crazy that won't, like, hinder the build. B13 and B14. Make sure I'm looking at the right spot here. There's B13. Here's B14. There we go. And then B13 goes, let's see. Gotta make sure I'm doing this right. So B13 faces this way. B14 faces that way. And now I got to get D1, D14, and D13. So we're actually building the arm as we go along. D13 goes here. And D14 goes on the other side. So we hold the arm like this. And then this is going to slide into place there. And then this should just slide into place like so there. Thus putting the armor on the frame, which I really do like. Bulma blue, a neon blue. That's cool. That's still a really cool figure there, Ricardo. All right, so we have this built now. We have that part built. Now I need D239 and D240. So let's get that D2 runner back out. D239 and D240. 39. Let's cut. 40. Let's cut. And I need 29 as well, which is going to be the back of a hand. And B10. So once we get all this put together, we can just slap it all together, and that arm is done. B10. Now see, we've got two hands here, and that's it. They don't have any other special hands or anything like that, which is interesting. Go ahead and put that hand together. All right. Now this is building a little bit. This is building a little bit different than some of the other ones I've built from this series. No, y'all might be like, well, Aaron, how does it build differently? And I mean, it's a little more intricate compared to like the other ones that felt like 30-minute missions kits. They really do feel like those 30-minute missions kits. All right, so what we need to do is we need to take sticker number 20. There are well over, I feel like, 40 stickers on this kit that we're going to be utilizing. I feel like that's going to take the most time out of this. Just doing a little bit of sticker work. All right, so sticker work is being done. I'm going to bring this closer so I can monitor the stream while I'm sitting here. Make sure I don't sit off my mouse. All right, Britterbug, have a good night. Good luck with your stream. Definitely, and thank you for being here tonight, Britterbug, and happy birthday again. I meant to wish you a happy birthday today, and my brain is, no, tomorrow. Tomorrow's your birthday. Tomorrow is your birthday. Tomorrow is your birthday. That's right, tomorrow. Today would have been my dad's 59th birthday. Wow. Wow, it's hard to believe it. It's been, yeah. I miss him. All right, so I've got I've got the arm put together there. So now we have an arm. And I want to see how this arm functions. Really good tight joints. That's great. I don't know if that's correct, though. That feels... Huh. I mean, maybe. Maybe. Can't really get that widespread because of that vent there, but... I do like that the vent moves. There we go. All right, so that's in there. All right, so arm is done. Next step, repeating the process, but this time reversed. This time reversed. And we will need the A runner yet again for just one piece. We need 9 and 10. Also, thank y'all so much for 17 likes tonight. I do appreciate the love and support. Yeah, my dad was one of the ones that got me into like a lot of the sci-fi that I'm into, and you know, it just realizing that today was his birthday. I've kept myself busy today, and I always do around this time of the year, just because I have a hard time. I'm doing better with the memories, with just the loss of my dad. He's been gone for about 12 years now, and I'm doing better with it. I'm doing better with it, and keeping myself busy helps a lot. I mean, when you lose someone, especially so young, it does weigh on you a little bit. You know, he didn't have the best of health. He struggled with it for a long time, and you know, to watch him go from being the strongest man I know to still being the strongest man I know, but you know, fighting his battles, it definitely did weigh on me a lot. And you know, I will say this, you know, guys, look, hold your family close. I appreciate that, Ricardo. 18 likes. Thank y'all so much. Yeah. He wasn't scary. He just, with his health, he couldn't, after having his strokes, he really couldn't control his temper anymore. And so what you thought was him being scary was just him not realizing that he was saying things that he didn't necessarily mean. Just, he didn't feel good. And it would, when you're really that sick, your body just can't handle a whole lot. And he also couldn't control some of the things that he would do and say. So, it's not making excuses for temperament, but or for things or for actions that were done. But he never meant to do the things that he did that seemed scary and mean, Yeah, and it's just, again, it was literally, I know it was scary. He definitely had his moments of being like intimidating and scary and all that, but yeah, yeah, your dad definitely gives me that. Like it, he intimidated me so much, Jen, at first, and then after I got to know him, I was like, okay, I'm part of the family now. So, and now me and him talk computer stuff all the time and all that, and it's so much. It's interesting. Like the last time we got together, he had to tell me about how he integrated his house, and he can't wait for me to see his setup with the new switches he's got set up and all that. I was like, that's really cool. All right. And I know I don't talk about my family a whole lot on here. But y'all, when I tell you, I saw my dad as like this ultimate just badass. He got sick really young. Had his first stroke at my age, like a couple of years younger than me. Probably about the same time I had my first mini strokes. My first or second mini stroke, and it was scary. Like to see a man that knew how to do all this stuff all of a sudden not know how to do things. It puts a little fear into you. All right, and I need B3. And so, growing up, witnessing that and seeing it unfold and not knowing what was coming. That was probably my biggest fear, was not knowing what was coming. I need to have it turned that way. I was messing up there. All right, so we're going to go ahead and slap these two together like so. Oh, that's not even. There we go. That's even now. That's in place. All right. Yeah. And I think a lot of it is your dad was really, or is really, there's such a generational gap between you and him that, like, your interests seemed alien in a way, but he still tried to make an effort, in a way. Like the reason why me and him get the bonding so well is because one, I'm adorable, and two, it's the whole like nerd thing. Like me, like I know your dad probably wouldn't consider himself nerdy in that sense because it meant something different in his generation compared to like our generation, but still, I think that with our shared love of technology, it seems we've started bonding a little bit better now. Tomato, tomato, Jen. Tomato, tomato. Your dad loves Star Trek. I like Star Trek too. I thought about doing a Halloween themed build tonight, but it's okay. It's all good. I thought about Jen actually brought it up like pre-stream. She was like, "You should do a Halloween build," and I was like, Dang it. Totally forgot that I have like the Death Scythe kit that I could build. All right, that actually needs to go. I got to take that and put that on the other side. There we go. That's better. I need to let Jen just plan out my builds from now on. She does. She has such a better like creative mindset when it comes down to like what should be done. This is true. This is true. I plan on actually doing all of the wing kits in a row, like wing, like starting off with wing and making my way over to each one as it appeared on the show. I think it would be wing, then Death Scythe, then Heavy Arms, then Shenlong, and then Sandrock. Because I don't think Sandrock really makes a full appearance until, like, I think it's one of the last ones to make an appearance. I gotta look at it again. I gotta really look at it and see, because it's been forever since I've watched that show. It's one of the shows I love dearly, but I haven't watched it in a long time because I really don't have the like time. I do too much. I think once I can sit down and really put my time towards doing stuff like that, I will. Like, you know, if I can sit down and watch an episode a day, I would be happy. But in all honesty, I keep myself busy. I keep my hands busy. I keep everything busy so that way I don't focus on the negative stuff, you know? Like having a stressful week at work or a stressful day at work. Because, I mean, I love my job, but there are days that just make me go, what in the hell just happened? And it's not necessarily anything I do at work. It's just something might come up and it just makes me go, okay, well, that was different. All right, so we can go ahead and get these together here. And we have all the arms and the head done. But before we finish up the arm, I have to put a sticker in place back here. Grab this other little green sticker here, this other 20 sticker. We're going to grab that, and we're going to line that up with the small little marked box that it's there for. Or that's there for it, I should say. And there we go. Kind of tuck it in a little bit, score it, and there you go. Arm is done. So now it's telling me to go ahead and put all of that hard work that we just did on those last 3 pieces together. That's a solid arm joint, and I love it. So we can only get about that much of an arm spread, which kind of worries me a little bit because, I mean, I feel like I should be able to spread out those shoulders a little bit. However, I mean, being that I don't feel like there's going to be a need to like stretch that arm all the way. Oh, wow. Okay, never mind. That gives me a lot more. The shoulders give me a lot more playability there. However, that shoulder armor does kind of slide up. Like I said, it does kind of slide up a little bit when posing. So, not something I'm too keen on. And it's already out of place there. Got it back. All right. There's my Ren Fair buddy. What's going on, Dre? How's it going? How's the fam? They all doing good? Joust was good last night. I wish we could. I'm sad y'all had to leave for it, but I understand why. It was a good show. It was a really good show. That Halloween themed one was good. And Jen made herself a brand new little friend. Your little peanut. She's too sweet. She gives out a pretty crisp high five too. I'll give her that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we're doing everything in 2s now. So we're going to start with the feet. So we need B22 times 2. I want to cut this cleanly. I know Mirage said that he had something going on, so he didn't know if he would be able to join tonight. I think that's what he said last week. Rory was super tired. I bet she looked like she was getting wear out. Yeah, she is awesome. I can't wait to get together with y'all again. There's a place down in Columbia we'll have to go to. There's a little museum down there. I think she would enjoy, called Adventure. I think it's still down there. We'll have to kind of meet. We can meet there. That'd be a good place to get together. And there's a ramen house that I'd love to take you to down there. I enjoyed hanging out with your family, man. You got a wonderful family, Dre. 2 hours. It's about the same. It's about the same. It's about like an hour and some change for us, I think. So almost close to 2 hours with traffic. 2:34. Oh, I'm cutting out the wrong thing. I'm glad I looked at that before I finished. That would have been a chunky foot. Oh, I actually do need that. No, I don't need that. Never mind. Getting excited thinking I was doing right and I'm doing wrong. So cutting out everything I need here. 43. 43. I'm going to have to put that back because I'm not using that yet. And then 44. I need to get the bee runner out. Yeah, oh, that hurt. Oh, no. Come on. It's too small for me to use my monkey toes on. I have the ability to pick up things with my toes. That's not, yeah. Definitely love spending time with. Definitely enjoyed spending time with y'all as well, man. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, and I imagine Charleston would probably be a bit of like a long day trip for y'all. But one day we'll have to get y'all down to Charleston and let y'all try out like all the sights there are to see there. But getting to meet your family, I mean, it was fun. It was fun. There we go. About to say, we got so many people living in North Carolina. I joke, but it would almost be better for us to move to North Carolina. But, we've kind of established ourselves here pretty well, and we have a house that, I joke all the time and say it's a free house that's cost me more than any other free house would have cost anybody, but it's still a labor of love. There we go. We're going to do that first, and then we take 34, which is this. We're going to slide that on there. And this goes on the back like that. That's cool. And then this goes on the front like this goes on the front. That goes on the front. Like okay, I see how that's supposed to go. Like that. So there we go. We got our first foot done. And that's an interesting foot joint too. That's a little bit intimidating me. That's intimidating me a little bit right there. But I imagine I just have to trust the process. Yep, she's got you down. So it's about their trip to Charleston would be about the same as our trip up to like Charlotte, that area. So not too terrible. Like I said, I've got so many friends that live out in the that live up in North Carolina too, in all the different areas there. That like I'm almost gonna have to get me a home up in North Carolina for the weekends. $34. Where's that? There it is. And that goes in like that. Tilt that forward. Put that there. May have to put the streamer mansion up there, I guess. The big running gag with all of us is we're going to have a streamer mansion, and I say running gag, but if I could, I would set up like a huge like house for all my friends to just stay at. 20 likes, by the way. Thank y'all so much. All right, so we got the feet done. We can set those off to the side. Here's how Calibarn's looking so far. I'm gonna set it right there so y'all can kind of see how it's coming along. Hey, there we go. We've got the CEO of the Collector Safe Space himself, my Puerto Rican brother. Gray, how's it going?
Good? Nothing much. I figured I would join your stream for a little bit since the baby's been bathed and I'm just chilling. And I figured I opened up some toys and I wanted to show off something cool.
Yeah, definitely, brother.
So I finally cracked open the Build-A-Figure from the Marvel Knights wave. That was the only what was it? This is the wave that there was the online only. You could have gotten this. So I pre-ordered so I was dumb. I pre-ordered most of the wave, and then I was like, I don't want Luke Cage. I don't want Blade.
Yeah.
And eventually I looked up my comic book shop had them, so I got them through my shop, and then I was able to finish him.
Yeah. And the good news is you can always sell the figures you don't want, you know.
Yeah, which I'm gonna sell Iron Man because I don't like the suit. Where's he?
Yeah.
I had him here. But yeah, this dude, oh here he is. It's Midnight Suns, but I don't collect Iron Man, so
yeah.
I kept it all in the box, so
yeah.
But yeah, this dude, check this guy out. This guy's freaking badass.
That is really cool, dude. That is really cool.
Yeah, he is called the Mindless One.
Yeah, about to say he looks like a big towering brute.
Dude, it's such a weird figure to actually hold.
Hey, Cat.
Hey, Vader's girl. Cat, I hope you're doing all right. But yeah, it's the articulation obviously is not like spot on, but for for their first attempt at doing these baths, like I guess the online only.
Yeah.
Not a bad figure. Not a bad figure. This was a good one. And then you inspired me, sir.
Did I?
Yes, because I forgot to show this. I now have to play my version.
Oh my god. You're gonna that ending made me almost cry, man.
I didn't watch the ending on purpose. When I saw that you were at the end, I was like, nope, not gonna watch it because I want to get it.
So first question, have you played any of the like Souls games like Demon Souls, Dark Souls?
Yes.
That Ganon fight, I'm warning you now, is a Souls based fight.
Oh, that's gonna just drive me nuts. But I don't mind.
It was a fun fight though. I will say that. It definitely gave me. I'm glad I played Armored Core at the same time I played that, because now I feel like I can take on everything in the Zeldaverse.
Now you can. Now you know.
Exactly.
But I am going to show this off. Our brother Dave got this.
Oh man, yes.
From New York Comic Con. So
yeah.
I'm going to open that up on stream now. Which I was going to do this, but I have to crack this bad boy open.
Go ahead.
Because
that fits the Gundam verse.
Yeah, oh, it does, because mine is still up there. If y'all don't know, KBG got me this, and I have to build him. He's up there. I will do it on the show with him.
Yeah, definitely.
If you guys see, I got a stack of shame.
I refer to mine as Figgy Mountain.
Figgy Mountain, stack of shame. You know, Dave and I've called it the stack of shame because we just realized how much crap we have.
Yeah.
And I'm getting rid of more and more as we've been, like I told you yesterday.
Yeah.
So
at some point, I probably will go through and look at my figures and be like, I don't need it anymore.
Well, I'm doing that now. Like some of my Mythic Legions are, I'm only keeping a few, and I canceled 98% of those pre-orders. I canceled and I kept only like one or two of the figures from like Poxus. I kept that Orc from the Poxus wave.
Yeah.
And I kept the Dark Elf, the new release Dark Elf chick that they did with the cloth good hoods. And she's like kind of like a Dark Elf druid.
Yeah.
And I kept her. And I'm trying to remember what else. I think I kept the knight, that white knight that they did. The like he's all bone.
Yeah.
It looks like bone colored and it's got like some black accents. It looks really cool.
Yeah.
That's the other one I kept on pre-order. But everything else I pretty much canceled and or because I know the new trend that everybody's doing is hitting Ross, and I'm not doing that. I'm just getting what I like.
Yeah.
But I do imports, and I'm tired of people shitting on the imports.
Yeah.
Or pardon my French, pooping on imports. When people poop on imports, it's not fair.
I've found it as long as you say it like once or twice, in an hour, swearing is okay to an extent. Like they haven't hit any of my streams yet. They hit a Gunpla Hangar one time for Broly, and none of us had said anything. And it was because Broly's chest was exposed in the thumbnail.
Wow. So look, folks.
That's the only thing I could put together. That's the only thing I could put together for the reason why. So
this is freaking awesome.
Oh, dude, I love the Tamashii Nation stuff.
Yeah, this is the this was the store exclusive re-release of the best selection 01.
That's right. He got it from the Gundam base, didn't he? Or the Tamashii Nations?
He went to their booth for me because I asked him. There was technically two figures, and I sent him some money to get me this one.
Yeah.
And he was good. He was like, Dre, I'll get you the other one. But I was like, dude, I don't have enough to send you. And I would have liked it. They had the Ultraman from Ultraman 7, the old cartoon series.
Ooh.
And that was a store exclusive that they were only selling at the Paris, New York, Tokyo stores.
Yeah, the Tamashii Nation stores, man. That's
like that Goku that sold out really quick.
Yeah. Ooh, Kat said they got 13 inches of snow.
Oh, could you have said some of that cold weather yesterday when we were sweating bullets at Red Fair?
Dude, I'm telling you, like as we were walking out from the fair yesterday, some dude's like, I'm over here dying. I got to take one of these shirts off. Then I walk by, he goes, I know this poor man's suffering. I was like, I do it for my art.
Yeah, folks. I got to loosen the joints up a little bit, but the good thing about SH Figure Arts is that they're pretty good already. But like you can see, like I love the ankle pivot, and they did a better job with the newer version. Like the ankle pivot's actually hidden in the foot.
Yeah.
So like it's not super articulated, but I like it enough to do a rider kick.
Yeah. By the way, I've got to show this off real quick. Look at that sticker detail, Dre.
Dang, that looks dope. I like that.
Dude, these new Gunpla stickers, they're coming with these kits. I mean, it has a shimmer. I love that color effect. So yeah, they're even printing them out, and I'll show you this real quick. That piece right there that you see on the chest, that's
really good.
That's printed to look like that. That's actually printed in the plastic. It's injected into the plastic itself.
See, that's a smart thing. I'm not, okay. So look, I know you as one of my very close friends.
Yes,
you actually will testify to this. For those of you that don't know, on the Collector Safe Space, I do toy reviews, and I will be doing a full review of Homeboy here. I'll get this up probably in about 2 weeks. But for everybody that collects, imports, wouldn't you agree that you're paying the up fee for just better quality?
You are.
I mean, look at that. Look at that. That's like a $40 model kit. But look at what you get.
So I'm gonna blow your mind with this, Dre. $25.
Okay. So right there.
Bandai
you heard it here.
Bandai is leading the way with recycling of their model kits, like recycling the sprues and stuff like that. And if you live near a Gundam base, it's easier to do it. They don't really get them shipped back, but they encourage you to do things with those sprues aside from just toss them out. So I've saved a ton of mine to use for like diorama work one day.
See, I like that idea. And then I've been telling people, like Dave and I had this talk about it. I think we're gonna do
Yeah.
a show about it, where we're gonna literally just kind of go over like people that don't like Mafex or
Yeah.
like when they just talked about the release of the Scarlet Spider
Yeah.
because everybody was like raving. They're like, "Oh, we get a Scarlet Spider," and I'm like, "Okay, this is Scarlet Spider number 4 we've got. He's been re-released 3 different times.
Yeah.
And this is his third time on Retro Card." So I was like, okay, I have him. I have the second release, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, and then everybody's like, well, why would you go pay $150 to get a Mafex? Well, first off, it's $104, and you get webbing, webline, cloth goods, and the Ben Riley head sculpt for $104 with a better articulated figure and a flight stand. Because I know that was it. They announced that the new flight stands.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so why would I spend $25 on a flight stand plus another $25 for a figure I already have, and I can just go get the Mafex version for $50 more to get all the other things I want. It just doesn't equate in my head, and I get why a lot of people don't like imports because they're harder to come by. Some people are doing like like I've seen Gunplas, but now you can get Gunplas at Hobby Lobby, Michaels, Amazon, Barnes and Noble. You can find them for reasonable prices.
Yeah.
And
I will say this. One of the things I used to tell people all the time is it's crazy to believe that at one point Gunpla was sold in Walmart.
Yep.
Back when Gundam Wing came out, Cartoon Network went all in on this. And it was wild. By the way, Ricardo said it was in the 90s today down in Texas. Oof.
Yikes.
Jen says she had no cloud cover today as well when she worked. So oof. Also, coming along good. Here's how it's looking so far with the upper half already done.
That looks amazing.
As you can see, it's not a very big kit.
It looks like a 144. Is that a 144?
Yeah, 144 scale. All your HGs will always be 144. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be that tiny at 144, but they're going to be most of your base Gundams and your basic Gundams will be 144 at that big. So it's coming along really good.
Y'all could tell your boy Dre used to get Gunpla because I had several at the 144 scale, a lot of death sights.
So I thought about, and I was telling everybody this earlier that Jen actually gave me an idea for doing that for Halloween, and of course, it skipped my mind. So I'm thinking next year around the time of Halloween, I'm gonna do all of the Wing series kits leading up to Halloween being Death Scythe.
Nice, that would be actually really cool.
Like start off with Wing 0, or we'll start off with Wing, then move into Death Scythe for Halloween, and then continue out the rest of the season doing the Wing series. Yeah, 5 weeks of 5 weeks of Wing.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, because I mean, to be honest, it's almost coming up on its 30th anniversary here soon.
Oh God, are we gonna make me that old? Yeah, because I watched Gundam Wing
95.
When I was in college, my freshman in college, I was going down to Chinatown to get the bootleg tapes.
I can tell you right now, when it came out on Toonami back in 99, I want to say, I think it was 98, 99. It was early 2000s because I was in middle school when it came out. I'll never forget, I was in 8th grade when it came out, and I would have to get home to watch every episode. If I missed an episode, I was upset. Like it made me cry because that was just such a great series, and I didn't want to miss anything.
And it's sad that they didn't show you guys it in Japanese because I'm gonna tell you, that first episode, where Hito told her, he says, "I'll never forget when he grabbed her by the arm and he was like, oh my wa, Koros." And everybody was like, for people that don't speak Japanese, that means I'm going to kill you.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't speak a lick of Japanese, and I was just starting to learn it at that point in college.
Yeah.
I was like, this is my favorite character in the show, next to Duo.
I
which are
love
polar
Duo.
opposites in
Yeah.
personality, folks.
And it's funny because Duo's like, he refers to himself as the god of death, and all of a sudden you hear him, he's like, don't worry, buddy, we'll get him next time.
Exactly. Then you have like Troa
Yeah.
or
Who's like,
Torua.
yeah. Troa is very just like serious and lack of emotion, All right, so it has to go. I got to figure out how this goes. So this goes
Folks,
on
I think
first.
this is the best Daredevil figure you're gonna get. And if you don't get this one online, I know they
Yeah.
said GameStops are gonna get it, but I will say this, and this is because I do support my local comic book shop. Folks, if you live near a comic book shop, support it, because I was reading, I think it was Friday or Saturday was like national, like comic book, like support your local comic book, like small business,
Yeah.
because they're going through a lot of hard times. So
Yeah.
make sure y'all are doing that, because they're the ones that get these figures, and they'll maybe give you a slight upcharge. But like if you're not ordering it yourself, I mean, this ain't gonna show up in stores.
Exactly. Oh, I
And
love this connection. I love it. So I'm sitting here looking at this, right, to build the leg.
mhm.
Look at that knee joint.
Yeah, that's giving the same look. That's the same articulation as dude. Look right here, bang.
Yeah. The only thing I don't like about
Same
the
level.
knee, the only thing I have a problem with that knee joint now is yeah, something came loose just now, so I gotta figure out where that hang up is and get it fixed. I was excited about it, and then all of a sudden it came loose, and I'm like, oh, why'd you come loose? And I think I see the issue. Slide that in place.
Folks, if you don't have this one, the only other Daredevil figure I would even suggest to you guys would probably be the Mezco.
There
But then
we go.
again, you're paying Mezco money, and he's actually the Netflix Mezco
Yeah.
sells for about $215, $230 right now.
So this knee joint is all of 3 pieces. You got a back plate right here that keeps everything together, and that just slides into place. There's nothing holding it there except for the slide. You've got the actual knee plate here, which is just kind of decorative, and then you've got the actual joint, which is this piece right here where you can see me touching. That provides just an amazing flex on that knee, and I love it. It's a great design.
It's interesting to see that, because we always talk about it on our figures that have that level of articulation.
Yeah.
And to actually be able to have a hand like what you're doing and seeing it and doing it in the building process, it does have a special meaning, as a fan.
Yeah. And
as a collector.
And I will say this as well, like Bandai is only moving forward with their designs, and that's what I love. They don't stick with like this. Like, I mean, as you see here, you remember back in the day, they had rubber polycaps everywhere on their kits, and I still build kits with polycaps. I don't mind polycaps. I know people hate them, but as someone who's been building for a long time, since the days of Gundam Wing, and,
we're old folks.
We are. Like, and it's like I told kids that I had the privilege of going with my good friend Tracy Chan, who y'all might see, who y'all seen in the chats here and there. She invited me to go speak with the middle school students here at our local middle school one year, and we went and discussed it. I think it was last year. I want to say it was last year. We went in and talked with them about like hobbies, because she was trying to work with the local middle school to build to get like a hobby group together.
Nice, which is always fun.
Yeah, because I mean, our community needs it. In all honesty, our community needs a lot of love.
Are we speaking in the local community? Or are we speaking as toy collectors as a whole?
I'm talking about the local community, like our children just need more to do.
They do. I agree.
Because our children in
You're fine. You're not. The camera's facing this way.
Yeah.
Oh, you can go to the printer. You're fine. No one's gonna see you, baby.
Tell her we say hello.
Jen and Aaron, say hello.
Hi.
She hears you. They hear you. Yeah, she was like running in the buff, so she was like, that's what she wanted to say off camera.
yeah.
But yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree with you. Just as a whole, I think that the communities, they do need to have more.
Yeah,
because I'm seeing it. It helps.
All right, there's the whole leg. Leg is done. That is a just amazing design.
colors pop on it too.
Yeah, I love it. You get a little bit of the red, white, and yellow that you get. The foot gives me a lot of like a good mix of like the Double O series. Like
Oh,
you get like the Exia design in this. You get a little bit of the Barbatos here as well. Like you can see a lot of the inspirations from all the series combined.
so I'm gonna sound really bad. I'm not gonna be a good Gundam fan. I skipped Double O and I
I haven't
skipped
so
Iron Blooded.
I haven't seen Double O. I've watched all of Iron Blooded, and my God, it's the community is so polarized on Iron Blooded Orphans. Some love it, some hate it, and the fans that love it can either be super chill like me or super toxic like I've seen some people do it.
Isn't it still on Netflix? I don't know if it is. I
Yes,
remember them saying
yes,
it was.
yes. Iron Blooded Orphans is. It's about 50 something episodes, which is about normal for an anime. Um, especially a Gundam anime, and
Hmm.
it's about 2 to 3 seasons deep. First season kind of gears you up to learn more about the Gundam series. From this perspective, it was kind of an interesting reboot because it's one of the first Gundam series with very little in the way of like
Chill.
hyper, well, with like hyper laser weapons and all that. Everything's like mechanical. Everything is super mechanical in this one.
That's
Like
interesting.
super realistic, super mechanical. Like, and I think that's what hooked me more is because it wasn't just giant robots with lasers this time. It was giant. It was a giant robot with a battle mace, and
Well,
like
see, that rocks.
and like the most advanced weapon they had was a mobile armor that shows up, and the mobile armors are actually like the reason why we have Gundams according to the series. Like you learn that later on why the Gundams were created,
Hmm.
and the mobile armors are like it's pretty much Skynet.
Yeah, I gotta check that out.
Yeah,
That's been on my. There's been a few series like I've been wanting to watch anime. There's been a few anime
yeah,
that have recently gotten into my attention that
yeah,
I feel like I've bypassed, and I know that that's like. So I mean, 'cause I watched like the first 3 episodes of The Witch of Mercury,
yeah.
and I enjoyed that series. I know a lot of people don't enjoy it, and I know there's I think 8 episodes into it or 10, and it's short. And a lot of people are like, "Oh," and that's another polarizing one too, because a lot of my friends that are like diehard Gundam fans are like,
Yeah,
"Witch of Mercury is really good." Oh no, or it's like you said, it's polarizing because I've
it's
noticed like,
very polarized. Yeah, because a lot of people love The Witch from Mercury or hate it.
mhm.
I'm about 7 or 8 episodes in already, and like I enjoy it. I enjoy the story so far. I like the character build. I like the characters. If you ask Mirage what his favorite character is, he'll tell you 100% Choo Choo. He loves him some Choo Choo.
Oh, it all fell. I'm sorry when the printer printed it all out.
All the paperwork fell.
No, when
Uh,
like the paper, like when the
yeah.
printer didn't have the flap up, so like all the stuff shot off the printer,
Oh,
and
I
like
hate when that
it,
happens,
it
man.
and the fans on in the living room, so like
Yeah.
it sent it flying. So
Oh
I tried
yeah.
to just grab it and collate it as best I could. All right, cool, cool. I didn't, so I don't feel too bad. But yeah, like like the other Gundam series that I know a lot of people get polarized on, and this is one that I will say I loved it was
Yeah.
G Gundam.
I love G Gundam.
And if
So
you don't love G Gundam, then you need to like leave this chat right now. You can say watching for because we want the watch hours for my boy here. But I'm gonna tell you, G Gundam is like one of those classic old school beat 'em up.
yeah,
It's Street Fighter with Gundam.
exactly. One of the things I loved about G Gundam though was just the sheer like just lack of understanding of everything that the directors had when it came down to like stereotypes.
Oh yeah, Team America.
Yeah, you
Hold on,
had
hold on 1 second.
you're good. All right. Yeah, it's coming along good, Jen. It's coming along good. By the way, 20 likes, guys. Thank y'all so much for the love and support.
Sorry, wife was asking me something. I didn't hear her.
All right, you're good. You're good.
Now I'm using these older earbuds that never seem to hold a charge, and I'm
Yeah.
getting pissed off with headsets. So I finally found one.
The nice ones to the teenagers.
No, none of these none of these hold a charge. Like these here, none like these razor ones. Like I've had these razors, and I got these razors from my friend. He ended up hooking me up because he bought them, and he's like, "I don't use them."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Dude, I'll take them off your hands." And I was gonna give him like $10 or like $50 because I had them. I was working, and he was like, "No, just here." So I took them, and I've been using them, and they're great. But then they like won't hold a charge past maybe like 2 hours.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they say 15 hours.
I bought a pair off of Amazon a while back that hold their charge pretty well. They're like a third party, definitely not like any big name brand, but I'll tell you right now, they hold a charge pretty well. All right.
Are you singing the Ghostbusters theme?
No, dude.
Oh, I thought you were saying. I caught the end of it, so I thought you were singing. I'm sorry, I totally thought you were singing Ghostbusters. Oh, because they were just we were. I know that Aaron's looking to start getting into becoming a Ghostbuster. So
yeah, Dave's got me hooked on the idea. So
I went and found these today.
Oh man, yeah, you got something a lot better. Beats.
Yeah, but check this out, Black Friday deal.
Nice.
At the Target.
Nice.
So I was
like, a little early.
What? Yeah, well, because here's the funny thing.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's doing anything big because I used to be able to know and map out Black Friday at the beginning of October, and now I can't find it anywhere. Like everywhere I keep typing online, I'm like, "Ooh, who's gonna have deals for Black Friday?" Nobody has anything. Like GameStop doesn't have their deals up, Walmart doesn't have their deals up, and I remember that Amazon did a couple of they did like the Black Friday weeks.
Yeah.
Where they would do like, hey, Monday and Tuesday Black Friday sales or like Cyber Monday sales, and oh, come and see this sale right before Thanksgiving, and then they did their like Cyber Monday.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, all right, well then where's like Walmart, Target, because I have to work that day.
Yeah.
The day on Black Friday, I'm gonna have to work. So I was like, hey, if I could send the wife out with the debit card, just go grab the stuff out. Because don't look at me, you're off. I'm gonna be home working. You can take. You'll be fine.
That's something I've never done is Black Friday shop.
I've done it. We've done it a couple times.
Yeah, just around here, like people are just crazy enough to do stupid stuff. So like, I'm just like, nah, I'll just kind of.
So no, here. So my mother-in-law, where she used to live, a town we used to live about 2 towns over.
Yeah,
we went to the Target that was there, which is kind of like the Target we always go to now.
Yeah,
and literally it was like. They opened. It was like 5 o'clock, so me, the wife, and the kids were there. We're just outside, and we're just like, and there was like 6 other people.
Yeah,
and all they were doing was waiting to get those TVs, like those, like the blocks. The doorbuster sale for like.
Yeah,
I want a 55-inch TV for like $75, and we were just like, we're gonna walk around. We're not doing anything else. We're just gonna look around, and we were picking up other things that we wanted. I grabbed a couple games because before I got the PlayStation 5, the PlayStation 4 games were like $15 or $10 for like brand new titles.
Yeah.
Now it's like, I know the Slim will be out by then. The
PS5 Slim. So the PS5 Slim is looking more and more promising. The only thing I'm concerned about is like its heat dissipation, because I know this PS5 gets hot that I've got.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This boy gets hot.
Yeah, it does. It definitely.
My fat boy gets a little hot.
I didn't realize how tall this thing was going to be either. So like,
yeah,
it's a behemoth.
I'm thinking the Slim. Did you get a digital? Did you get
I got the disc. I got a better deal on
disc.
I got a good deal on the disc version. Will I use the disc? Probably to play my PS4 games, because apparently they're backwards compatible.
Yes.
So I love that it still maintains the compatibility with the PS4 games, because I've got a ton of them on here that I want to play for streams.
And
And
it
I
does
know,
it upscales the graphics for you
yes,
too. So
yes,
you'll actually get like if you put a PS4 game in, it'll scale the graphics better for you.
yeah, that is awesome. And see, I love when companies think about that and do that and actually push it. You know,
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna end up doing. I'm gonna probably I was gonna wait for the Slim to come out, and then I
yeah,
was gonna trade the Fat Boy in because my brother just traded his in for a disc for digital because I went
yeah,
digital first when I
yeah,
got mine, and my brother went disc, and then his was like he just wasn't happy with it, and then I was like, well, I was like, I have a PS4 for my Blu-rays. You know,
yeah,
we have Blu-ray players in the house besides the PlayStation. I was like, we don't really need another Blu-ray player.
yeah,
So, but I'm gonna probably trade this bad boy in, and I'll just pay the difference to get the Slim with the disc drive, so I could play Dead Space.
yeah. I've got the PS Plus like premium right now, and I'm enjoying it. It's pricey. It is super pricey for what it is a year.
Oh yes,
Like
yes, and
119 a year, which is like if you do well, it was 119 this year, but it's going up to like 160 next year.
yeah, and they're losing a lot of people. They've already said that people were gonna because Microsoft did their increase and people came over to play. They migrated to PlayStation,
Yeah,
and PlayStation's doing their price increases incrementally, and people are still not very happy. Even though we do get better games, I personally feel, and I'm
yeah,
biased. I love Sony. I think we get better games for the premium prices than they gave on Xbox Game
yeah.
Pass.
And I mean, I'll tell you right now, I'm not a huge fanboy of any of the console creators. I tend to lean towards PlayStation just because, you know, I've had a lot of good use out of my PlayStations. The PS4 scared me the other day. It had a discharge issue where it didn't discharge the electricity out of the power supply.
Ooh,
So it was having an issue realizing that the PSU was not actually, you know, off or not off, not, you know what I mean. Basically, like instead of turning off or turning on, it would give me the blue ring of death, or not the blue ring of death, but the blue light of death.
mm-hmm.
Um, big scare, but I unplugged it for like a day and let it just kind of, you know, discharge. And after that, it seems to be working again. But I'm moving everything over to the PS5. I've gone through PSUs on PlayStation 4s just because it's humid here. The house isn't fully sealed, so you know we get moths and things that sneak in, and they'll go for heat, and heat equals PSU, and PSU equals shorting out. I had one actually blow on me like last Halloween because I was out and Jen goes, "The room smells like burning plastic." I was like, "Unplug everything." So we unplugged the PS4, and it yeah, the PS4 basically. I came home, went to turn on the PS4, and a big spark shot out the back of it. The PSU had blew. The capacitor on the PS4 blew out.
Yikes.
Let's see, I got a text here.
Let me see. I will. Ugh. I was looking for my Monkey D. Luffy. My Bandai, was it Best Selection Monkey D. Luffy figure to open up. I can't find him.
Let's see. Jen said that her parents, that was the practice manager for the office I work for, just letting them know about door plans for tomorrow. Because we have an issue with one of our doors.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, the handle broke Thursday. And I had to, being that I'm like, I sub in for maintenance a lot of times because I am, you know, mechanically inclined plus being tech savvy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's one of the things I think so basically I ended up having to go in and like try to fix the door handle Wednesday, and it kind of it didn't work out too well.
Yikes.
Jen said her parents would do Black Friday back in the day when they'd visit her grandparents, but it wasn't crazy like it has been in recent years. Yeah, it's been kind of nuts lately.
Oh yeah, because people they ain't got no sense. People got no damn sense. They be running out like one year I was living in Virginia,
Yeah.
and this old lady hit me with her stroller, or the buggy,
Yeah.
because that's what everybody calls it down south. They call it a buggy.
Yeah, the buggy.
She hit me with the buggy in the back of my leg,
Yeah.
and like was pushing me. Like, and I was like, lady, what are you doing? I'm just not even. I'm getting an Xbox. I'm not getting a TV. I was like giving her looks like, the hell's wrong with you? Like, seriously, there's people. I get people want stuff, and I know that
Yeah.
it's a commercial. That's why they're trying to get away from it. Like the last couple of years, they've been doing like, oh, you don't
Yeah.
have what was it, Black Friday, like midnight openings on Thanksgiving because people want to actually spend time with their family.
Yeah.
COVID kind of helped us with that, thank God.
Yeah, it definitely did help out a little bit. Let's see.
Because I mean, now people don't shop on Friday, so they shop Friday.
Yeah.
And like the thing is though, but now and everybody's like, well, what if I miss out? No, I mean, you could pretty much order it online and then have it for store pickup, and then they'll get it for you. Are they gonna get the one you want? Hopefully, I mean, that's kind of how I've always looked at it. Like, unless like Target or Walmart has something. Like the one year we were grabbing the girls' tablets.
Yeah.
Like, so I was getting a tablet for Rory, a tablet for Meredith, and a tablet for Lana.
Yeah.
So like, I knew I was like, well, I'm gonna have to rush into Target to get those deals because that's just too sweet of a deal.
Yeah.
So I did that. I was like, otherwise I wouldn't have gotten up. If
Yeah.
it ain't for them, if it's for me, I could like. Usually it's when GameStop does their deal, and they haven't been. Target's been doing it. They do the 50% off the cards for PlayStation.
Yeah.
So like you'll get like the membership for a year, but now that they got rid of that, so now all the cards are no longer membership cards. It's just you're buying PlayStation money. They don't really do anything. So it's like you either look for the controller deals, the game deals, and or sometimes maybe a console bundle, but who cares? I mean, everybody has. I have a Switch, I have a P5. I don't really game on anything else. I don't think anybody really does. It's either I don't think I know anybody that owns all three consoles that games on all three.
So I game on 2 of the 3, and if I really wanted to play Xbox games, I mean, I've got a laptop, and I'm gonna get a bigger external hard drive so I can put games on it and play on that. Because literally, I mean, yes, I know Microsoft just bought out Activision, and everybody's panicking about that, and I'm like, guys, you have to understand, they're buying out the competition because they can't make their own content anymore. Their last few games have been just sad to say.
Overwatch is terrible.
I mean, buying Activision Blizzard's not really the only thing they're getting out of that that's going to be any good is Call of Duty and
Destiny.
And well, no, Destiny's Bungie.
Oh yeah, it's Bungie. That's Bungie. That's right.
Yeah, Bungie separated themselves from Activision because Activision was pretty much killing the franchise.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
I mean, honestly, they really did. Like, my brother has, like, I deleted Destiny for the first time.
Yeah.
In a long time. Like, it was on the PlayStation 4, and it still is, but I deleted it off the PlayStation 5. Like, it's officially gone.
I will say the last season of it was a lot of fun for me, and I enjoyed it. But my biggest thing is, like, I get Microsoft is trying to pad up their console because, I mean, let's face it, it hasn't been good for them lately. Sony's been killing it with exclusives.
Spider-Man.
Yes, Spider-Man. I mean, you've had other ones out there. And again, like I said, I'm not a fanboy of any of these, but I mean, when you go out and start buying up, companies left and right, it's not a good look to me. It definitely isn't a good look to me. And I mean, I know Sony has done the same thing with a couple of companies, but I mean, they make their own in-house content. And I think console exclusivity is a terrible thing business-wise.
It is.
I think you're killing yourselves with, making a console exclusive, but also think at the same time, if Microsoft would have been smart, Bethesda would have made, and the Bethesda execs are like angry about it right now because, you look at what happened recently with
Starfield.
with Starfield, they were going to push that on all consoles and make money. And Microsoft said, nope, we're making it an exclusive. And Bethesda was like, okay, but I mean, we could put it on all consoles and it will make you more money. Nope, we want it exclusive. Not Todd, what is his name? Not Todd Howard's Bethesda, but the guy from Microsoft. I can't remember his name. I've said it enough in the past few weeks, but the head exec at Microsoft was like, nope, we want it to be a Microsoft exclusive because we paid all this money and it's going to be a Microsoft exclusive. This court case came out not too long ago with Microsoft having to answer as to why they're trying to form a monopoly on the video game industry.
Yeah, I mean, like that's like trying to say Nintendo tried to. I mean, with they did Nintendo and Sega when we had Sonic and Mario finally, crossed the line. I mean, it's like, I mean, like to me, you can play a Sonic game on everything from PC to Switch to the 360 or the Xbox Series X and the PS5. And to me, I'm like, it's cool. I mean, I have my Switch, and I mean, you're not going to see Zelda. You're not going to see Mario. You're not going to see Metroid. You're not going to see. I'm trying to think. What are the other major exclusives?
I mean, you got Mario, Zelda, Metroid,
Kid Icarus. Those are games. Smash Brothers.
Then you got Animal Crossing. I mean, Mario Kart. I mean, there's so many things out there that Nintendo does for Nintendo, and it's like I told people, I don't expect Nintendo to ever deviate from their plan, which is to provide entertainment that they feel is for everyone. Just like I wouldn't expect Sony to take God of War and make it and put it on every platform, unless I mean, do I want them to make money? Yeah, I want them to make money. Do I think console exclusivity is a terrible thing? Yeah, I absolutely. I don't foresee console exclusivity as being the right thing to do. I think you're killing yourself trying to sell a console or sell your game to a specific console. Now, granted, I mean, Sony makes their own console, so therefore they don't feel the need to port. But again, getting back to it, Phil Spencer was the guy's name, by the way. Phil Spencer came to Bethesda and was like, "You're not going to release your games onto anything but Xbox and PC." And next thing I know, here comes the Activision deal, and he's like, "Oh yeah, we plan on releasing all of our games to Nintendo and Sony products for the foreseeable future, at least for 10 years." Whenever he's talking about Activision, and the head of Bethesda, Todd Howard, was like, "Okay, not and a bunch of the developers from Bethesda were like, that's not a good look. You told us no." But you're telling Activision, yeah, sure, do it.
It's interesting. I'm looking forward to see what the next 5 years, or not even 5, what the next year is going to bring, because we're already now facing down slim PS5, a slimmer Xbox console in the spring, and then the next iteration of Nintendo's consoles.
So I don't know if you saw the latest news on that. The Nintendo console, they're looking at bringing back a dual screen setup.
I bought the Switch at launch.
Yeah.
And it was the first time since the God, I sound really old when I say this. It's gonna be the first time I bought a launch console since the Nintendo 64.
But yeah, so Nintendo came out and said said recently that they're looking at releasing a dual screen setup. And I was like, that sounds pretty interesting. I would be interested to see how the Switch is or how this new iteration of, a Nintendo console will hold up. I think that the Switch is probably one of the more enjoyable Nintendo consoles I've played on in a long time, because I've had the 3DS and I love the 3DS, but I feel like the 3DS was limited in its capabilities.
Oh, it couldn't compete with the Vita, and the Vita lost out to it due to just the fact that there was more of a demand for the Nintendo party titles versus the exclusivity of like where people were like, we're weebs, we're anime fans, we want JRPGs, J strategy, and that's what you got on the Vita, and that's the only reason the Vita lost that console battle.
Yeah.
Because the PSP dominated.
Yeah,
Let's be real. The PSP
Jen
was
says
the
she likes to shop online, and Ricardo says he only shops for certain things online. But
yeah, I think I do that too.
Yeah, I gotta say that when I shop, I tend to. Well, there's a whole lot of stickers here, and I guarantee you that's going to be most of my work there in a minute. Is using all of those fancy stickers on weapons, and so the cool thing about this, Dre, is the shield. The shield actually separates and forms these things called Gund bits.
What?
Yeah, in the Witch from Mercury, you learn that the Gundam name itself is actually is basically a shortening of a portmanteau. There we go, portmanteau of the words Gund arm. And so the Gundam suits have been outlawed due to the fact that they are basically it's more of like a psychological connection. Or not a psychological connection, but you basically have this augmentation done. It's human augmentation, which they consider taboo.
Was it like the Zero system? Because we all know from Wing, the Zero system was like kind of our first instance into the man-machine like hybrid, but only two people could command the usage of it because it drove everybody else insane.
So not quite. It's more in the vein of the cyber new types from the Universal Century, where they had augmentations done to make them new types.
Okay.
Yeah, they had cybernetic enhancements. These are all cybernetic enhancements. So unlike the Zero suit system, which was all about pilot skill and having the psychological aspect of it, this one was more geared towards like, yeah, you're part machine now. Which I thought was it was an interesting take.
I'm excited now. Now that makes me want to look more. I'm gonna have to watch. I've downloaded most of the episodes. I just have to watch them.
Yeah,
because I've been wanting to catch up. It's like I said, that's the I have fallen like the current anime I watch. Well, I used to watch Bleach until it just finished out, and we're not seeing a new season until April.
Yeah,
and that's going to be leaving the manga, going to the light novels to finish out the series, which I'm looking forward to. Jujutsu Kaisen.
I have not watched Jujutsu Kaisen. I need to. I've been told it's really good.
Dude, the fights that are happening in season 2, which is where I was at in the manga, are just like there's a reason when they came to Fortnite how happy I got, because like bang, Gojo Sensei, my favorite character. And I'm starting to love Nanami. Nanami is this he's like this calm, cool, collected dude that walks around with a business suit and glasses. And Nanami Sensei is like he is the other, like, so basically Gojo is the top. He is the most powerful jujitsu sorcerer in all the anime. Underneath him are all the grade 1s. And these grade 1s are like the most powerful they could try to go toe to toe with him. Yeah. But they would lose. And they know they would lose. And the guy in the fight they had today, he was an older dude. And if he touched you, he would actually break you down into frame rates. So like he would be able to predict your moves, 24 moves before you do your move. Yeah. And it was awesome because then they started showing you like animation cells. So like you're seeing like the breakdown of his ability in animation cells.
By the way, our Fortnite brother Blue Sasquatch is in the chat. What's up, Blue?
Hey, I like sharks too, Blue.
But yeah, so I've got to get in. I gotta watch it. Yeah.
So you need to watch that. Jujutsu is good. You need to also watch Helk, Helk, or Helck. That is like a medieval fantasy comedy action drama. Huh. Like it's newer, and it's based on the current manga that's going out right now. Okay. I'm trying to think, because I just watched some of the newer stuff that came out too. Let me see, I'll tell you the newer ones that are out. Undead Unluck is really good because I read the manga.
The last time I watched an Undead series from anime was High School of the Dead.
Yeah, I was gonna say High School of the Dead is a good one, but this
The
is not.
the
This is a
sniper rifle
comedy.
scene made me laugh so hard.
Oh yeah, this is
The
more of a comedy.
yeah, the fan
So
service in High School of the Dead.
oh, but okay. So for those of you that don't know, the mangaka for High School of the Dead
Yeah,
was a hentai artist.
I was about to say it. It felt like it. It honestly felt like it.
Well, I met him at a anime con in New York when he
Nice.
had visited, many years ago. And I found out, I was like, this dude is like, and when I saw his portfolio, I was like, oh, that's why your characters are so fan servicey, because you did hentai.
Yeah.
So I was like, But yeah, this series is basically the main protagonist is a guy who can't die,
Ah.
who wishes to die, but he meets a girl who her like life is just basically full of perpetual unluck.
Huh.
So they pair this organization pairs the two of them to go hunt monsters and demons together.
That's funny.
And I've been reading the manga for a while, so they just turned that anime. It's good. It's good to watch. I'm trying to see. There's Boshoku no Berserk, which is like it's okay.
Yeah.
Paradox Live. So if you like idol singing, but it's got like a weird conspiracy, like the three main idols.
Yeah.
If you like J-Rock, it's awesome. But then it gets real dark. Like there's like stalking in it, like it kind of deals with like real world issues, but
Yeah,
in
like
anime
what
form.
actually goes on in the idol world.
Like how they're kind of like they're eclectic in their own way. It's actually really cool.
Yeah.
It's different. Ragna Crimson, which is really good. That's another one of those like demon hunting.
Yeah.
Kind of like hunting it's like hunting demons, but you're also dealing with it in the what's the idea I'm thinking of, in a fantasy setting.
Oh, okay.
So it's a kind of like D&D-esque. Helk is like that. Helk is very D&D-esque.
They gave me a stand for this. Where did I put the thing? Put it back in the lid? No.
There's two new racing ones for anybody out there that's into racing and car driving. There's an anime called Overdrive, which is about like stock car racing, like drag racing.
That's cool.
Yeah, Initial D was like my toe dip into that, and I loved Initial D.
Yeah.
This is very like
Huh.
huge into like it's like Gran Turismo but an anime.
So I had the runner for the stand for this, and I have no idea where I set it.
Oh, folks, if you're also fans of Magic and Doctor Who, check your targets.
Oh, did they release a Magic set for Doctor Who?
Yes, this is
Nice.
the 13th. I have officially, all I have to do is find Capaldi, and I will have this, because I have this one right here.
There it is, right there. I put it in my this box
Oh,
right
nice.
here. The Kukuro's Domes Island.
I love the artwork on those boxes. They do such a fantastic job.
So I love the artwork on these as well. And I'll show you this one real quick one more time. But this is the Gundam Calibarn, which is the final suit in Witch from Mercury. And look at that artwork. I mean, it's just you don't need a lot. You don't need a lot in that.
Folks, do you know that there's people that collect these boxes just for the art? Because it's literally one of a kind, because you're looking at just the artwork that they put for this box art that doesn't make it except maybe into like the Japanese hobby magazines. And I mean, those were a thing. Like when I lived in New York, I used to remember going to Kinokuniya or Asahi Books, and when I was first learning Japanese, I would pick up the New Type magazine, which was like, the Japanese. It was about anime, and then I would pick up the Puro Resuru so I could learn about my pro wrestling, And then they had the hobby magazines, like the Gundam ones that came with mini kits in them.
Yeah.
And folks, I tell you, if you ever wanted to learn and you live near one of these bookstores, and you really are just like, oh, I'm timid. And I mean, in the advent of now where you can just literally hover your phone or device over the text and get it translated to you, that's fine. But it's
Yeah.
a great way to teach yourself and immerse yourself in the culture and learn something. And I loved it, you know.
Let's see, BA0. And
I
this
really am sad.
is
I don't know where this Luffy is. Like I wanted to open Luffy up because it looks good. It's a cool figure for like, you know, again, a Bandai figure that people say, oh,
yeah.
well, I'll show the comic books I got today. Oh, had the worst. I told my wife this. So this is completely off topic,
Yeah.
and it's a rant. It's a rant that I had earlier. So I went to McDonald's with Rory. We
Yeah.
want. I had the app, and the app said I was like, "You want free fries?" And she said, "Yes, Papa." So I was like, "All right, I'm gonna get you these free fries." And it said, "Oh, minimum purchase $1." I was like,
Yeah.
"Well, I'm hungry. I'll get a burger and I got a drink, right?"
Yeah.
So I go to the drive-through. I tell them, "Give me a double hamburger, ketchup and onions only." And I give them the drive-through code. I get everything else. They get everything else correct
Yeah.
except for the burger. So I open the burger up and I see it's a double cheeseburger. And I'm like, ugh, I'm not going to eat this. So I'm like, I pull the car over. I take Rory out,
Yeah.
walk inside. There's nobody at the front at the kiosk. Now there's just those touchscreen
Yeah. The
kiosks.
touchscreen kiosk. Yeah.
And there's like one register. And there's a family of 4 waiting to be taken care of. And
Yeah.
they're a nice Spanish family. So I was like, excuse me, I'm not. They're like, no, we're waiting for someone to come here. I'm like, okay. So I see this man, like a dude, like in a black T-shirt with a McDonald's logo on it, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, sir, nicely. I was like, sir, and I was, you know, I said maybe I said it too softly. So I go, sir. I raised my voice. Now you know, Aaron, my voice can carry.
Yeah.
So the dude next to me goes, sir, like mad loud. Homeboy turned around in a black shirt, looks at me, and like does this, like tries to wave me off.
Yeah.
So I was like, so I looked at the family. They look at me like, oh my God, like they knew I was starting to get hot. And I'm not, I got my daughter there.
Yeah.
You know, I have Rory. So Rory's right there next to me.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be calm. This dude has a little boy.
Yeah.
Now he's Spanish. The dude in the shirt, the black shirt, is Spanish.
Yeah.
So as you heard Aaron say, I'm Puerto Rican. I do speak Spanish extremely well. But I digress. So he tells the little boy, can you carry your tray to the table? And the little boy's like, no. He's about 6. So
Yeah.
he walks past me, side-eyeing me, knowing I'm there, and he could have helped me for the last 5 minutes I'm standing there, right?
Yeah.
So I'm getting mad. So when he comes back, no tray in hand, I said, con permiso, ¿puedo ayudarme? Which is, if you could you help me in Spanish? And dude,
Yeah.
he looks at me like, oh, sí, claro. And I'm like, so bro, I snapped. I said, so if I spoke Spanish to you, and I say this right in the middle of McDonald's, and there's all these people now looking at me.
Yeah.
I speak perfect Spanish to you. You answer and you can help me now. But you in English, you didn't want to help me. Now you think the manager would have came. You think somebody from the back where the cooks were would have came out and helped me. Saying like, oh, this guy's getting hot.
Yeah.
Nope.
I was about to say I doubt you would have gotten anything from a manager anymore.
Oh, dude, I was like, he went and I told him in Spanish how to correct the order. They corrected it. It came back to me.
Yeah.
Rory was calm, and I was like, they handed me my receipt, and I said, there's a survey on here to say how good it was. Bryce, yeah. I gave a scathing Karen level. If the manager was there, like, I'm waiting to get some sort of response back from their corporate, like to apologize, because I was very surprised.
So I will say this:
yeah.
me and Jen usually hit up our McDonald's, you know, our local McDonald's once a week, maybe once every other week or so. You know, we try to rotate through a couple of the local restaurants we know we're going to get at least decent quality food.
Mm-hmm.
And lately we've noticed that the prices keep going up. You know, everything keeps going up. Well, I've been like, oh, it's just inflation. Oh, it's just, you know, it's just a sign of the times right now. You know, everything, you know, it's normal. You know, we go to a McDonald's yesterday in Columbia because we were we got halfway there, and we were like, man, we got to get gas. Jim was like, I'm getting hungry, so I said, all right, let's just go to McDonald's. We get in this McDonald's, and it's just the best looking McDonald's I've ever been in. Like, this thing is like stated, it looks almost brand new.
Wow.
But it looks like they've renovated it and they made it look nice. We go in there, and the staff they're working hard. You can hear them back there. You can tell they're getting frustrated from working so much. And I kid you not, we get our food. Everything tastes good. The soda actually tasted like it had that like fresh taste, not like the one from our local one. I was like, God. And then when we as we looked at the price of the food, we were like, huh. It's literally cheaper to eat here in Columbia than it is in our hometown, which is smaller than Columbia. And we kind of chalked it up to, okay, it must be the franchisee. Because I think the franchisees have something to do with setting the price too.
I think so, if I'm not mistaken, because for those of you that ever want to open a McDonald's, it's $100,000.
Yeah.
You have $100,000 and you can buy into the McDonald's franchise.
Yeah.
And they give you the property, they give you the license, and they actually teach you classes how to run the franchise correctly. So and I only know that because I had a friend of mine that wanted to get a couple of investors, and I was thinking about it.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason I know so much as I do. But yeah,
I would tell you right now, if I owned a restaurant, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't get into a chain. And the reason why I say that is because at any point in time, that chain can say, your pricing is just not our standard. And that's always been my biggest concern is like, if I go in and start, if I go in and say I franchise out a Chick-fil-A, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to do Chick-fil-A this way. And they're like, well, that's always just my concern.
I believe it. So here's some cool comics. Let's talk about something. Back to the nerddom.
Yeah, back to the nerddom. Let's go.
All right. So this one is this is a newer one that a friend of mine recommended to me. It's called Edenwood. Image Comic Books is the first one. It's got a very fantasy level of art. A dude with a sword and fire. It looked awesome. So I was like, okay. Now, if you guys are a fan of Scotty Young, he's a good artist. I love Scotty Young. I follow him on Instagram. Would love to meet this guy at a comic book convention. He has this series called I Hate Fairyland, which is basically like a spoof on like this guy being stuck in a fairy tale world and going nuts and killing all the fairies and like destroying all the stuff. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
So I got the 10th book of that series. Again, Scotty Young writes it and does the artwork. It's hilarious. Now, if you're not into Something's Killing the Children or House of Slaughter, which is a book that comes off that series, this is the House of Slaughter. The artwork on this is friggin' awesome. It's fantastic.
Hey, Hayden, welcome to the stream.
Hello.
Hayden was there to watch me take down Ganondorf the other night.
Nice.
I appreciate you, Hayden.
There's obviously Something Killing the Children.
Yeah.
Love that series. Then they just announced her figure yesterday, so I'm very happy that she goes up for pre-order tomorrow. Dun, dun, dun. Hallows Eve.
Nice.
She is the girlfriend to Ben Reilly, and her ability is to take masks out of her bag, and she adopts the power of the mask. So if it's a wolf, she becomes a werewolf. If it's a Frankenstein monster mask, she has like an invisibility one. It's really cool.
That's cool.
So for those of you that me and Aaron just talked about Street Fighter, yes, that is Leonardo versus Ryu.
That's cool. That's cool.
This is book number 2. 3 and 4 are currently out, and I have to get those. All right, for those of you that are fans of Robert Kirkman, who, when I say Robert Kirkman, those people know him as from Walking Dead.
Oh, yes.
This is his martial arts themed Firepower series.
Huh.
It is awesome. It is like, what if dragons were real?
Yeah.
Monks kept dragons sealed away in the mountains and used their power to basically become powerful. But then there's like secret ninja organizations hunting the cult of the dragon, and it is like they've been talking about turning this into a television series for the last 3 years, and I'm like, please do. It went on hiatus for about 7 months last year and
Yeah.
just picked back up, so it's amazing. Then Captain Marvel just got her new issue for this year with her new outfit. This is her new run. Oop, don't fall on me, books. Now my wife is a big Captain Marvel fan, so that's mostly for her to. I'm gonna read it first, but then she gets it.
Hey,
Then this
enjoy the
one,
lurk there, Hayden. I appreciate you being here.
then there's this one. This is DC's newest book called Amazon's Attack. So this
Yeah.
is all the new Amazons, which is Yara Flor, who is the new current Wonder Woman for the new 52.
Okay.
Wonder Woman and like some other Amazons from Themyscira. And Wonder Woman also has a new series out, which I missed out on. Then there's this Batman Beyond Neon Gothic.
That sounds cool.
Yeah,
That looks
basically
cool.
it's basically the Batman Beyond. I never got into the Batman Beyond comic books. I've always loved the TV show,
Yeah.
but there's been about 3 miniseries that I read with Batman Beyond,
Yeah.
and I loved it. And then this Neo Gothic is kind of like a like Gotham underbelly, kind of very high detective fantasy style.
Yeah.
So this is definitely one on the list. And then the last one, and for those of you that are fans of Spider-Man and of mutants, Uncanny Spider-Man.
Nice.
And it's Nightcrawler versus the Rhino.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah, they just recently started doing this whole like mutants or
Yeah.
like mutants. Like the Spider-Man's not a mutant, but he has always been like friendly with the X-Men.
Yeah.
So they decided to do a spin on like, well, what if Nightcrawler became Spider-Man?
That's
So
cool.
that's issue 2.
Yeah.
It's a mini series run. I would love to see an action figure of it. Like, please Marvel, please Marvel.
Yeah.
I don't ask for much. Make me an Uncanny Nightcrawler. I would be so happy. So like that's I have a bunch more that I'd like to read, but I'm currently waiting on Spider Boy, which got delayed,
Yeah.
which is the new Spider-Man series spinoff. And obviously I read Miles Morales. Y'all know, for those of y'all that don't know, that's my boy. So yeah, that's my comic books. I haven't read. I got my D&D stuff, which I know Aaron liked seeing that
Yeah.
that book series that I showed him in
Yeah.
the picture when I took out the Planescape.
Oh man, yeah. I'm
The 3
excited for
books
that.
with
I'm
the
doing a little
screen.
research now on character building.
Dude, you need to check. Dude, the thing about this is, look at the map of the Outworld they gave me of the Outer Planes.
Oh, that is so
That
cool.
comes in this thing. So D&D has gotten me a few of these. I bought I loved Planescape. If you guys if you guys have a Switch, it was like $30 to get Planescape Torment
Yeah.
and Baldur's Gate 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So you could have gotten all 3 games on the Switch for like $30, which is amazing.
Not bad. That's not bad at all.
So for those of you who've ever played those games, those settings were very old school. And 3rd edition D&D never really, they did them, but like 4th edition did them, but nobody cared because 4th edition doesn't exist to true D&D fans. 5th edition, we've all been waiting for it. And because of all the problems with WotC,
Yeah.
they finally decided like, hey, so I've been trying to find whenever they put out these box sets with the exclusive screens, I want the screens.
Yeah.
That's and they were like, I mean, it was originally like what, this was $80.
Hayden, we appreciate the super chat. During this stream, we don't really do anything with the lights, but I do appreciate the super chat, man. Thank you.
Yeah, I think that Sal wants us to do something in this setting.
Yeah.
Like for that one shot that we're doing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm sorry if I'm letting something out that was behind the curtain, folks.
Oh, you're good.
So Dave from Dave's Dimension, Sal, who is one of the guys that works with Nerd Affiliated, who's a very good friend of all our channels, and obviously Aaron and myself. I'm going to be running a D&D game, and we're looking to do a one-shot. And the one-shot everybody wants to do, we haven't figured out a date or time yet, But the plan is to everybody would like me to start dabbing into some of these books to pull a setting out, because who wouldn't want to play in the plane of air or the plane of fire or the plane of robots? Because there is a plane called Mechanus, which is all like steampunk technology. No
Yeah.
humans live there, no organics. So
And
is it?
I'm
This is
telling you right
alien.
now, Dre, with this one off that we're doing, I'm actually looking to go outside of my norm. Still going to play a
That
barbarian
barbarian?
type. Yeah, I'm still going to do a barbarian type, but I want to do like a different race. I've always played just like standard human barbarians in almost every tabletop I've done, which has been just Dragon Age.
Dude, I got books. I'm looking at my books, my wife's bookshelf that we have right next to my desk.
Yeah,
There are at least 30 D&D books,
okay,
of which I have at least 10 campaign setting books
yeah,
that have a plethora of races. Not to mention, I have all the ones that are the Magic the Gathering settings.
yeah,
So I have all the like Innistrad, Amonkhet, Ixalan, Dominaria. So every setting that they've ever done, I have the races for that. Plus, I have a plethora of races that were from Monkey DM.
yeah,
If you follow any of the D&D YouTubers, they create a lot of their races. So it's a lot.
yeah,
So whatever you are thinking, I did you see that dinosaur one I sent the group chat?
yeah, yeah.
And so
I
you
had to
could
think
play
about it
like
for a second.
a saurian. You can play a dinosaur,
Yeah,
not a dragon, a dinosaur, a humanoid dinosaur.
but Hayden, we do appreciate the 99 cent super chat there. We do appreciate that a lot. Every little bit helps. 22 likes, by the way. Thank y'all so much.
Nice. Let's keep it going, folks. Get them to 30. That'd be awesome.
Hayden, I'm super excited for it. I've actually I got to pull out my costume stuff tonight for tomorrow for work.
I wore my costume, and I got to wear that Friday, and I was very happy.
So I haven't told too many people my costume yet, but I'm going as the amazing Milton Wadhams from from Office Space. I actually bought a red swingline stapler. I bought a lighter, and I've got a pair of glasses that I'm gonna wear tomorrow that actually kind of match that look. By the way, this is a cool thing that's gonna be going on the rifle here, and I want you to see. This is what I've been working on for the past few minutes here, Dre.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
That's all decal work that I've been putting in there.
So if you guys want to see, this is Rory's costume she wore.
Oh, she is
Spider
adorable,
Gwen.
by the way.
Thank you. She got to be Spider Gwen, so she keeps telling Papa, "Where's my costume?" And my costume, for those of you that wanted to see, okay, this is mine.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, I did Spider-Man. I did Spider-Dad. So Meredith was Spider-Mom. I was Spider-Dad. Lana, you saw the costume yesterday. That was her mushroom.
Hayden says it's going to be 28 degrees Thursday morning in the Mississippi. Wow, it's going to be probably...
Dude, send us that way, please. Send us some of that little bit. I wouldn't mind a little.
I don't know how much...
weather.
I don't know how cold it's going to be in South Carolina, but I love that I'm getting a lot of people from like the South and areas around that in my chats.
It makes us feel like we're home.
It does. It does.
So I'm gonna have to run off here because I gotta get the baby to sleep. But I'm gonna be watching the stream and
I appreciate you, brother, for being here tonight.
No problem, brother. I love to get in the chat with you. And like I said, I'll be building. Just gotta let me get my cleanup, my setup, get my pile of shame down.
Yeah.
And I get my other table in here so I can actually work.
Yeah, definitely, brother. Definitely. Like I said, you're always welcome here in the hangar. You're one of the few people I'm like, it's okay if he comes in without a Gundam or without a model kit.
I have my kit though. Look, folks. Look, I'm not kidding. He bought me my kit. I have it here. And he didn't have to get me a Gundam. He got me a Kamen Rider.
Yeah, let me know when you're ready to build that. I think I have another Kamen Rider kit that I can put together.
Oh, I've
got a few Ultraman kits too that I've got.
You might have to do an Ultraman kit so I can see an Ultraman, because I already got 2 Ultraman figures from SH Figure Arts that one of them is going to be here in end of November.
I'll tell you what, next stream I might do an Ultraman one for you.
Yeah, let me know.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys. Peace, love, and
all right,
peace,
brother.
guys. Be good.
Yeah, we appreciate you. Hey, let's see. I got to catch back up with the chat there. It moved. Yeah, I'm a college football fan. Being from the South, I mean, that's it. Yep, that's my team right there. And unfortunately, they are not having a great year. Exactly. This sticker is not wanting to go into place, and it's making things a little more difficult. Yeah, this has been a bad year for my team. See, I grew up in a large family. Oh, y'all, Mississippi State, man. Yeah, we actually played y'all a few years ago, and it was y'all swamped us. This is back in like I say a couple of years ago. This is almost like 30 years, almost 20 years ago. Well, over 20 years ago now. I think it was back in the 90s. I want to say that we played y'all and the cowbells. I just can remember all the cowbells. But I gotta say, I love college football. It definitely gives me, like, I don't mind pro, but I'm more of a college guy. I really don't have a pro team either. All right. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to do the sticker work on these first and get that out of the way. So I've got 3 more of those. I got 2 more of those to do sticker work on. But we got the first one done, and that's all going to connect to this rifle here in a minute. Tomorrow night at 8, Hayden. 8 Eastern. 8 Eastern. I'm going to be doing another round of Hogwarts Legacy. I'm still working on the story on that. We're getting close to being done with that as well. After we finish Hogwarts Legacy, I'm probably going to be moving into doing some Security Breach, Five Nights at Freddy's. Because I feel like that one would give me more of what I'm into with survival horror. Elmo, what's going on? We're actually up to 23 likes now, brother. 23 likes. Thank y'all so much. All right, I gotta remember which one. 28 goes closer to the back here. So let's put another 28 here. I may have been doing these backwards, but I mean, I don't think it really matters. I think they're both equally cut out, equal size and length. Width and length. There we go, width and length. But I'm doing some sticker work right now, guys, and it's very tedious sticker work, and you want to make sure everything kind of lines up in the right spot, and I got one that didn't line up the way I wanted it to. Peel it free. Here we go. There we go, that's better. I think my next big setup for back here behind me is going to be some... Oh, you can't really see it. Yeah, same here, Hayden. Same here. We're doing the same as well. We're 4-4 right now. Actually, I think we might be... Yeah, we're 4-4 right now. It hadn't been going well for us. I think our offense is running a little slow this year. I think there's a lot of youth on that offense, and that's... Yeah, I put a sticker on backwards, so I can just... Good thing is these all match, so it's not like it's going to be noticeable. All right, I got to find that sticker. There it is. Mike Leach was a great coach too. I remember back when he coached at and this is aging myself here a little bit. I remember back when he was at Texas Tech for a while, and He's always had a great personality, always been a great guy, never been one to like, cause any problems. Just all around great coach. And hearing that he passed, that broke my heart, man. Y'all had a great coach in him too. He was such a phenomenal leader. How's everything going, Lil Elmo? Hope you're doing well. The sticker. So it's in a groove. And the bad part about that is I can't really get the angle I need to get it into that groove. So I'm having to like work around the groove to get the sticker in place, and it's just not laying flat. Here. May have found a way around all that issue, but we'll see. Yeah, that's close enough. When they put the stickers in such a spot that it makes it hard to like get everything lined up. All right, yep. I'm just going to have to utilize another 28 sticker because I used the sticker in the wrong spot. That can make it work. At one point in time, I thought about starting a college football discussion channel with my buddy Noah. We since then realized that it would be kind of hard for us because both of us have different opinions on things, and it would be hard for us to kind of like really get a channel off the ground, especially with like the lack of focus that I have. And the fact that I'm doing so much with this channel now that staying up late on a Saturday night would be almost impossible to do like streams on that. All right. Having some lag there. Yeah, there's been some it could have been something going on my end. YouTube gets a little YouTubey sometimes. So far, everything's holding up on my end. 22 likes. Thank y'all so much. I did see 23 a second ago, but it looks like we lost to like 101 subs now and 489 videos. Nice, Elmo. D-Man Gaming 18. No, I don't know him. I don't. By the way, I went and checked out your family's channel the other day. They were having a good time playing Tears of the Kingdom with that run, man. That challenge they were doing looked like it was it looked tough. I'll give him credit for creating a harder challenge. I used the wrong sticker in the wrong spot yet again. Oh well. It's okay. In the words of Bob Ross, there are no such things as accidents, only happy little incidences. Or maybe happy little accidents were a thing. I don't remember. Bob Ross said some stuff. Nice. Nice. I'm excited. Yep, I'll have the mods handle it there, Hayden. I do appreciate that. Just we'll look for it, and if we can't find it, then we'll try and see. We'll try and hunt it down. Just kind of give us some ideas of where he's at, or if you want to find one of us on socials and send the link, we'll get it to you, or we'll get it posted in the chat. I don't normally do link sharing. That's one of the things I kind of held off on for a while, but which that reminds me, I don't know if Dre. There we go. There's his link right there. By the way, I don't know if I shared. I might need to put his. Yeah, I got to put a banner up real quick. Create a banner. Let's see. 1 second, guys. Trying to get Dre's YouTube stuff here so I can put it in there. By the way, for those of y'all that wanted to know earlier, that's Dre's link right there. If you haven't already followed him, head over there and give him a sub. But that's his link right there. Okay, awesome. Dre is a great friend of the channel and a great member of this community. So thank you so much, Dre, for being here tonight. It is a great community, man. There's so many amazing gamers out there and so many amazing content creators out there that have been doing this. And that's the thing is, I hope to one day be part of a bigger part of that, you know. But I haven't checked out D-Man. I need to check him out. I'll definitely give him some. I'll definitely go check him out sometime. All right. Like I said, we don't normally do link shares, but I don't mind if it's a friend of yours there, Hayden. I've been kind of hesitant to do that lately because I've had some of them come in here and just for the link share and then they leave. Coming along good, Nathaniel. I'll show you all the progress we've gotten done so far. So there is the suit, the backpack for it with the 2 sabers. I like these little beam sabers, by the way. It's a really nice design. We're working on the weapon now, and then we're about to build the shield next. And after that, that should be the kit. Normally I would say, go to 11:30, but if the suit gets done before that, we may just call it early. Especially with the work week starting up. And I want to make sure I got everything together for tomorrow. All right, so that's together, and then we got to put this on there. There we go. So we've gotten 3 of those done. And this is the last part we got to build for this piece. I got to run some information. I got to make sure my boss is going to be there tomorrow so I can let him know, hey, I got an expense report and B, to make sure that my PTO is finalized. Which I don't think there was ever an issue of that ever being an issue. So, all right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take it like this, and then is there a different way, or is it all the? Just want to make sure I'm looking at this right. Okay, I see what I got to do. This part should be like that, and then we go 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then what we're going to do is we're going to slowly fold those up like that. Nice, man. I was enjoying watching his playthrough the other night after mine. This Thursday, I will be playing Pokemon Violet with Nostalgic Toys Plus. I got to get with him again to make sure we can get a test run going of our connection. All right, so I got to build this extra arm for this suit. So like, how's it supposed to hold the rifle? And then I see that's B28. We need that. B31. We need that. And the B runner is officially done. So we have knocked out everything but the A runner, the C runner, and then we need that's cool. I like the way this looks. So I need A6. And A15. The way it looked, it almost looked like a hand, but it's not. Here we go. And the stand here is actually for the rifle, I believe. So we're going to take this, plug this in like so. There we go. And then this goes in here like that. And then that connects in like this. And then this and this connect together. Hang on. Got to make sure everything's like folded up properly here. There we go. That's cool. That's really cool. And that's the rifle in a nutshell, ladies and gents. Super cool design. I'm really digging that. All right, now I got to make sure that my hands are going to work well enough to get this together. Not familiar with Josie Woe either. All right, so there we go. And that will go onto the backpack. So on the backpack is a special, like, nodule there, I believe. Let me see how that's supposed to go. It goes onto the hip like that. And then the arm goes over it. I believe. There, we can do it like that. So it's kind of how it sits, as it kind of sits flat against the backpack like that. That is really huge too. That is a huge weapon. All right. So cool effect here is we get these little beams for the beam saber here, and they're not So unlike traditional Gundam beams for the beam saber, traditional beams are rounded. These are flat. So a little different, and they're also blue, which is, like I said, that's not a very familiar color with that. But if you were to take one of these beam sabers off, you get the little particle effect that goes with that. That particle effect, I believe, also works. No, it doesn't work with the rifle. Never mind. But yeah, you can take both beam sabers off, and you have two beam sabers with effects here. Again, really cool design here, and not a super long saber, but still, as you can see, it works out well. She has been a spawn cast, I think, game explained. She has almost got 10K. Nice. All right, so we've got the rifle done. Now all we have left is the shield, I believe. Yep, we got the shield next. Maybe. Yeah, we got the shield or something here next. All right, let's start on that. That should be the last step there. Yeah, we're... All right, let's go ahead and grab all the parts we're going to need. We're going to need the 10th piece off of the A runner here, the A10, not the Warthog. And then there's C14, C13, C16. So what we do is we're going to take this piece here and then line this piece up. Cool thing about the shield is it does separate itself after a while, or it does separate during a special mode. It needs to go down here. Okay, I was like, why is that not sitting flat? Now I see why. Okay, this piece here will go in here. There we go. And this piece here goes there. Yeah. Yeah. All right, so now we're going to take C17, and the cool thing about these parts here is they actually break off, and you can put the shield bits here onto the actual, like, you can actually put these on the suit itself. So they add an extra like bit of armor in these little rounded like spots you see here on the hip. Let's see, on the shoulders here, you got the two little square pegs there. On the wrists. So yeah, anywhere you see an extra like spot for it to go, it'll go there. I gotta see. I wonder if that's gonna fit. Yeah, that'll fit back in the box. That's awesome. I like to keep my kits back in their box just because, and I believe we're not done with the stickers yet. There's still one or two more spots we need to put stickers. Sticker 21. Where do you go? 21 goes on a piece of the shield. Okay, awesome. So we need to cut out 2 pieces from this. All right, Hayden, have a good one. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. As always, guys, anytime y'all come in here, it makes my night. So thank you so much. 22 likes, by the way. I do appreciate the love and support that we've gotten tonight. I'm gonna check out that link for D-Man Gaming. That's awesome. Let's go. Go pop in real quick and say hey to Britterbug. Oh, she's playing some 7 Days to. All right, guys. Once we finish this kit, I'm gonna pin a chat. I'm gonna pin a link in the chat. That's the one we're gonna be heading to after the stream. Sounds like her and Noah are playing 7 Days. Oh, where'd my tweezers go? They're right in front of me. Right in front of me. Pinned at the top of the chat, guys. After the stream is Britterbug stream. Go over there and send some love after the stream. All right, so got to see how to do this. Okay, so that's got to go. All right, there's that. All right, I'm going to get this one. After that, we have one more sticker, and after that, we are done with the stickers. You guys don't know how excited I am just to be done with stickers. And there we go. Now let's put all that together on the shield here. All right, so now I got to cut out the rest of the C runner here. We have C15, which is going to get that final sticker. All right, so let's see. This is going to go here. Yeah, I got that one right, but I was about to put one on upside down. There we go. I was looking at the instructions wrong. I should have put those on last. I think we can make it work, though. All right, now which one does this go into? All right. There we go. And now we can set that onto the kit. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, the Calibarn is done. As you can see here, this is a beautiful kit, well designed with great posability. As you've seen me playing around with the joints tonight, as I've been doing the build, it comes with this amazing little this nice little stand, which I may leave out of the kit just for future purposes. A lot of stickers with some extra designs here, just in case you didn't want to have it in the with the permit score active. But we are officially finished with it. It is a done deal. It comes with several different weapon options to choose from, including that shield, which seems really cool. The stand, like I said, is more or less to hold this big behemoth of a rifle up, or to hold the shield in place, so that way you can utilize it. But it gives you the stand. Well, it actually gives you the stand so you can pose it as well. So super cool. They do have extra stands as well that you can buy for the weapons and items that you have, like even the gun bits that go flying around. So that's really cool. But yeah, there's the Calibarn, guys. It was a really great build, a really fun build. Hey, D-Man Gaming, how's it going? I'm I'm a big Gundam fan as well, so thank you for being here. Awesome. Have fun with Mario Kart, man. I love some Mario Kart. Yeah, I saw that blue. I'm actually watching it right now while I'm building. But ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, I think that's gonna be it for tonight's stream. I want to thank y'all for tuning in tonight, and thank you so much for watching. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you comment, subscribe. Y'all can follow me on all of my socials. There's a link tree in the description below that takes you there, as well as to my merch shop. Go snag you some KBG merch to help support the channel. Also, check out my wonderful sponsor, W. W makes an amazing energy drink. Bring my mic down so I can actually see what I'm doing. Like the Dragonade that I had tonight. It's super delicious, 0 calories, 0 sugar energy drink, and it tastes great. But don't take my word for it. Try it out for yourself and save you some money by using my coupon code COLDBANE for 10% off your purchase. Again, that is COLDBANE for 10% off any purchase of W COLDBANE for 10% off. At this time, I want to take the time to thank my czars of the channel. These are the people that have paid $2.99 a month to help support the channel. Your payments go a long way, guys, and it does help me with getting things like these Gundams, like the games that I play, and everything else in between. So I had to get a sip of W. My throat was getting dry. But thank you again to my amazing czars. Again, $2.99 a month is all it takes to become a czar. But anyway, comrades, that's it for today's stream. I want to thank y'all so much for tuning in. Thank y'all so much for watching. Be safe. Be amazing. Much love. Hey, thank you, D-Man. It's been a work of love to get this like this. And some of the stuff behind me is going to change here soon. As you can see, I got a big stack of Gundams. I'm going to start posing some of them up there and some other figures. But much love to you guys. Y'all have a great night. Be safe. Be amazing. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Good night, everybody. See y'all tomorrow night at 8 p.m., by the way. Good night, everybody.
This stream has officially ended. Thank you for watching, comrades. Commencing end stream protocol. Enjoy your night.
Also, guys, before we leave, I want to make sure that y'all know, head to this link right here that's been pinned at the top of the chat and go say the Supreme Leader Coldbane sends his regards. Good night, everybody.